Happy Thursday! What is... Of course it's not focused. Why would it focus on me? I'm right here. I'm trying to say hi to everybody. Mr. Camera here. Doesn't seem to care. Dude, it was in focus the whole time before I started. The second I start, now it's out of focus. What if I put my hands... It's always something. It's always something. What's going on, everyone? It's Thursday. Here we are getting settled in for the evening. How are you? What's the good word? What's happening? I got so much going in the brain right now. It's like I got to try to pick a squirrel and roll with it. You know what I mean? I got like 10 of them that I could chase right now, and I'm beside myself. How was everyone's day? How's everyone's week going? What you got planned for the weekend? Anything good? I made a list. I don't always make lists, but sometimes it's like, okay, there's things I want to talk about. Maybe I should make a list and remember. What's up, Henry? Lanyard Man, Marco, Titanium Justin, Clint. What is up, everybody? Kathleen. Kathleen's going to be lurking a little bit today. She's got some family coming over to do some yard work. That's great. I could say the classic line, send them over here when you're done. We can do my yard too, right? I did a little work on mine last weekend. May do a little more this weekend. We'll see if it's raining or not. It's supposed to start raining here. Yeah, it's a little windy and overcast, but it's supposed to start raining here. Well, right now, I guess. So we'll see. But the weekend, I haven't really looked at the forecast. I don't know. Getting kind of ready for Blade Show Atlanta, which is super cool. It'll be my first trip to Atlanta. Obviously, if you've been around, I've been to Texas Blade Show twice. Managed to scrounge it together to make it logical that I could do it. And so I bought a flight. I drove to Texas both times. I'm going to be flying to Atlanta. Tickets were actually pretty cheap. And then I booked my hotel. The hotel was about 6 or 7 miles away. So it says like 10 to 15 minute drive, which is fine because I got a deal on the room versus some of the rooms that were like less than walking distance away would have been double or triple the price that I'm paying. So, for me, yeah, I got to rent a car, which then adds about $50 a day to it as well. But that still is going to keep it less than some of the hotels that are literally right there. Surprisingly, there's still a lot of stuff available. If you're looking for a room or you're looking for a flight, at least the flights from Minneapolis, there's still plenty of space on the plane I'm getting on. What kind of drone is that? I want one. It was a custom. I built it. So you basically I picked a frame. I picked motors from a different company. I picked electronic speed controllers from another company. The central brain, the camera, basically you buy it and then you solder it all together. Hope it doesn't poof and smoke when you set it up. But yeah, it's a full custom kit. That machine there all up. It has a GoPro on it, so you got to add a few $100 for the GoPro. But it's probably easy $400 or $500 rig, I guess. It's not a cheap. Right now, mine's down too. I crashed. I broke a speed controller. I ordered a new one. I ended up never soldering it back together. I haven't flown in a while. But these days, actually, there's some pretty good little kits you can buy where you don't have to put it together. You can buy a little a setup that's fully pre-built, but you definitely want to get on a simulator and practice before you fly because it is difficult. What's up, Paul? Not saying you can't. I'm saying I flew on a simulator quite a bit. Just getting used to you can tilt like this and go forward, but you can also tilt like this and then kind of go back. I mean, you can turn sideways, you can go sideways, you can turn and then keep going that direction while facing that direction. It's wild. It takes a little bit to get used to. What's up, Brian? How you doing tonight? Kevin Smith and Knives. Kevin, I built a second one. Check it out. Why can't I do this? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. I have 2 rows right here. Whoa. Wow, that is so... I think they're doing all right. Getting good grades. My future's so bright. I did a different style. This one is actually a little bit taller. They're both 5-row shelves. But this one I used 1-inch pieces for the shelf and 1.5-inch pieces for the rise. Did my lighting just change? That's weird. So it goes up 1.5 inches and then in 1 inch. Up 1.5 inches, in 1 inch. So each, there it flickered again. What was that all about? So we're talking the full height wise on this one is a little bit higher than this. This one, I actually just did it as a test for fun because we're experimenting. I found, what is it, like corner trim? What is this flicker that I'm getting? I've noticed it. I wonder if I'm getting some interference from something. Let me know how often it flickers and if it's driving us crazy or not. It might just be me. Okay, so I bought corner trim pieces. So it's an actual like L-shaped piece, right? It's like a little step. And then I glued one on top of it like this. And then I glued one on top of that, and then I glued one on top of that, and then I built supports in the back, and that's what you have on this one here. So it is lower. Each knife from the front row actually goes up a little bit, almost some of them in a way kind of go over the front face of the one behind it, versus this one. I mean, if you look, the Hawk actually goes up far enough that it goes in front of a knife there. I can actually, what am I doing? I totally forgot about the fly on the wall. If you weren't here last week, boom. We got a new toy. So yeah, so if you look at this one here, if you notice the Hawk goes up into the Veratus a little bit. A lot of them don't really get on top of each other. The taller ones here, the mini grouper kind of goes up onto the next level a little bit. The sheepdog pops up on the next level. But these ledges are a little bit taller. And if we go, oh, we're tangled. Okay. If we go over to this one, you can see they all, even the lower one kind of overlaps just a little bit into the next shelf. I mean, it looks fine. It was easier to build because obviously, you know, each one was this instead of this being 2 pieces. So I cut my workload down. You know, ultimately I think I like this one better. But that's part of it. You got to experiment. And then the other thing when I was done is it was like boom, 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 boom. So you could make this the ledge, right? Or you could flip the whole thing over and then make this the ledge. So like the inside. So I thought about that. But then what happens is then the top row goes up, but there's no flat for it. So the very top row wouldn't have a flat. But I could glue a piece on there, stick a piece on for that. But ultimately it looked better this way, whatever. The other one would have been more scooped in, so they kind of would have they've fallen in there a little bit more. It's an experiment. It's an experiment. Focus is an experiment too. I did notice, okay, Stacy might not be in here yet. She'll sneak in and kind of lurk for a while, but Stacy was so cool to give me these strip lights to mess around with. I've actually got one right here. They're long. It's like a 16-foot Olight strip that you can change colors. They're nice and bright. They're fun. It's just one long strip. I thought about putting them behind the cabinets, like right now. I did lose a light. Was battery dead on that? We can cheat. Let's watch this. Alright. Where was I? Oh yeah. So Stacy's light, I was like, okay, let's put them behind the cabinets, because like right now the cabinets shoot that red light up. So it's like I could put them behind the cabinets, and then the light can irradiate from behind them. And with the two she gave me, I could put, each one could go up across the back and down behind it, and then illuminate from behind it. I thought that would look pretty cool. I tested it out. I just put one of them back there, and what would happen is, I don't know, it was like so much light that if I was sitting perfectly still like this, it would be fine. And then if I'd move like this, all of a sudden my face would turn blue and all the lights in here would brighten up, and then that would get dim, like the camera was trying to fix it. So either I have to turn off a setting on my camera and adjust it that way, because you can always adjust the lighting, you know, levels and blah blah blah. But it was weird because it was like, it would look great like this, but then as soon as I moved in, it would like instantly try to grab this other color and the camera would get confused. And so then my face would literally turn to like White Walker. So maybe I want to do that. I'd be like, White Walker, normal Kenman. White Walker, normal Kenman. What's up? Ken Fixed is in the house. How are you tonight? Oh my God. So I'm all over the place, but we're good. Got the shelves, got them up. You can see the fly on the wall right here. Behind the scenes, that is this right here. So what's cool about that is it's a new camera that I got, that if I now, boom, holy, super bright. So we can put this camera wherever we want. I got a big enough cord that we could stick it anywhere, and I can play some games, hide it up on a shelf or whatever. Ooh, check this out. So, wow, these lights are really jamming. Notice anything about this side? If you look up there, that might help kind of key in what's going on. Is, if you remember, what's up, brown sugar? I used to have white PVC coming down and going across, making this grid work all up on from the ceiling down, so I could suspend my cameras from it, and then I could bump them and they wouldn't move around and stuff. And now, look at how fancy that is, huh? So I got the camera pointing down to the table right here. I have the camera shooting at us right here. I have some baffles I put on the side, because right now where my lights are, if the light gets close to where the lens is, you get a little bit of refractions and flare and stuff. And so until I kind of figure out how I'm going to have these little baffles help out. You can't see them from the camera anyway, because I can show you. That's this right here. No baffles on the side, but you're not getting that extra light flash. There's the table. Then we've got behind the scenes here, but I can just take that bad boy and then we can focus on stuff like that if we want. I can come back here, go into here. Ooh, we could even bring it out right there. Oh, we're talking fancification system overload. But having that thing not hanging from the ceiling, it was just kind of a cheap way for me to do this. Now I've got these mounts are sweet. I like them a lot. They're very sturdy, solid into the wall. I didn't like the wall mounts that they came with, so I ended up buying some different anchors that I've used in the past that I actually really enjoy. You ever wonder why you don't get any joy out of an anchor for a wall or ceiling? You know, maybe you need to look for a different type of anchor, because these anchors, they bring me joy. I put them in the wall and they securely hold said atom. What's the little wooden? Oh, those are Kiradashis. Is that how you pronounce it? Kiradashi. Kiridashi. I got those out because I have two of them, and one of my buddies yesterday, Keating, he shows up in the chat once in a while, said, hey, I got a knife that I've had for a little while that you can check out on the channel. I'm going to do a little video on it. And so he gave that to me last night, and we can check it out. Boom. Look at that. Wait, what's going on here? Okay, we can get that out of here for a little bit. Whip it out. So which one should we do first? We can just go 1, 2, 3. Well, the first one I got is actually this one here. So we'll just do them in order of my acquisition. So this is basically a carving, like a Japanese carving knife in a nice little wooden case. They put this little notch on there so that kind of shows you which side and what's going on. So basically this is the handle. The notch is signifying where the blade is. So then you can go boom and you are out. And there it is. Got a nice little Japanese little stamp on there. It is a handmade, I can't remember the steel that they use. So that's kind of a natural Damascus pattern on there. But this one is actually designed lefty. So it is a chisel grind. So it's flat on the one side and then you have that chiseled angle there. So this is designed for like the left hand getting in there and doing your work, carving, whittling. You want to whittle some wood. Well, 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 if isn't it the rarely seen horizontal Kenman? My natural form is horizontal. Don't we all wish? Don't we all wish? This is where I make my money, horizontally? No, vertically. Vertically. On my feet, bro. That's where it's at. What's going on, TKE? So this is a carving knife. They work. They're great. If you need to get in there and just whittle some wood away, fun. I love this. It's got a big, grippy, wide handle. You can get a nice grasp on there, and the little sheath, wooden sheath, is cool. I picked up this one made out of brass, and then I did the shipwreck on it, of course. It did have a stamp on there. You can kind of see it, but it did kind of fade out a little bit when I did the shipwreck. But you've got the same chisel grind. This is also a lefty version. You had me at design for lefty. Look at that, Lanyard Man. Lefty. What's going on, Shay? The shipwreck turned out good too. Let's see if I can get a close focus up. Sort of. I dig it. Boom. This one is fun. It's small. You can really get in there for that super delicate little mark cut you need to make. These are nice and slicey, sharp for what you do with them. And then this is the one that was loaned to me. Nice cloth. I don't know if I unwrapped it already. I don't know if I rewrapped that up correctly. Kind of a... Oh. Maybe it sits like that. But you want to tie it. I'm not sure. I like the pattern on it though. It's cool. And so this is the one he loaned to me. Definitely, this is kind of a higher grade. This is probably the nicest one of the three that we're looking at right now. But you can see there's the notch. So you know this is the blade side right here, and then handle would be here. So you know if I grab it like this, the blade's going to be away from me. Nice looking wood. It does have this center piece of plastic. Mine does not have that, I noticed. Let's go ahead and pow, out it goes. Same kind of pattern, the texture on there. Is that a little rust? Looks like we got a little rust on there. I'll have to clean that off. Nice little stamp on there, and then you can see this one is the righty. Notice? Flat chisel grind, so this one's better for in the right hand and the left hand. Notice the point goes out a little bit further on this one. Ooh, that does feel nice and sharp though. You can still use these in your other hand. It's just sometimes it's just the way that goes. If you're in here upside down like this, it's kind of easier to. There's a reason they make both sides. Anybody else have one of these? So yeah, it looks like that plastic piece just goes around there. Nice little extra touch. You got to get that rust off of there for them though, huh? Definitely a really tight fit. That one's kind of hard to, that last little push really sticks in there. Got any paper? Do I have any paper? Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe I should righty it. And I caught it. Yeah. That one is plenty good. I give that an 8, solid 8 out of 10. Listening, reading a book, and watching the Pistons game, ADHD for the win. Right? You can almost not hear it. Oh, I got a bad. Yeah. I give that that's definitely a 9. Easily a 9 out of 10 on that one. If anyone has any thoughts on the numbering system for these paper cut tests, I'm up for a suggestion on how we can go about it. That might be a 9 though. I mean, just try to listen. Tingly in the spine, which is what's up. Might as well try this one. This is definitely the cheapest one. Ooh. Would it be cheating if I tried to sharpen it first? Never mind. Is that all it had? It had 2 cuts. 2 cuts. What if we go like this? Wait a minute. Do I only strop? How do you strop a chisel grind? Do you strop both sides? Question. Anyone? If you strop a chisel grind, ooh, there you go. Couple of strops. I did both sides, but yeah, do you strop both sides of a chisel grind? Technically. Kevin got that paper, you heard? Stupid. I mean, I'm laughing, so delightfully stupid. You heard me? So that's those 3 for now. I did make a small, shorter kind of a video on this right here. Seahorse knife. God, Alex. I have that seahorse knife. Oh, this looks like a seahorse knife? Isn't there one called, it's like the Ramette seahorse? I couldn't get it apart. I couldn't get the pivot off to do a die with it. It's still out in my projects. I haven't moved it in here yet. But it's a Ramette. I did bring my Ramettes. Oh, snap. Where is it? Maybe I didn't. Oh, Remet, 2. I have 2 right there, but I have 3 because there's one out on the project table. But it's not with my projects, it's on the other one because I couldn't get it apart, so I got pissed off at it and I left it. I used a soldering iron and a heat gun and other than potentially cutting a notch and using a flathead, which I haven't done yet. That's, you know, so it's kind of sitting there. What's up, Brand New American? And how are you, Alex? Good to see you. You know what? Let's do this now. Boom, there's 5 memberships for me. Who got them? Riz Knives, Kenneth Bentley, Jesse. It's gonna feel good for Jesse. Jason Beecher, and Narchar, the Gnarly Charlie. Congratulations. What's up, the Pawns? We got a little discussions to have about some member stuff. Specialty members only. If you are a member, feel free to blast a few emojis in the chat. I have a brand account and can't be gifted memberships. Brand New American. As if you're Coca-Cola. You're welcome, Riz. You're welcome. Try to throw some out there regularly. I haven't done it in a while. They give me like 10 every month that I can give out. But I like to buy some as well. Boom. Brand New American is now official spokesperson of Coca-Cola. Bryans, the Bryans. Dixon Kerr. Sure. So yes, Seahorse, I guess. This is the Z Hunter. Tell me that's not as bright yellow. Assisted opening. This is through and through Gold Star gas station style knife to the nines. Let's break it down. Ridiculous looking. Check. What's up, Mick? Wild and crazy. Check. Same thing, I guess. Assisted opening. Check. Extremely terrible and unmatching pocket clip that is in a tip down configuration only. Check. The only thing else I could maybe imagine is if it says USA and China on it. Oh, look at that. There it is. Stainless steel USA design. China. Classic through and through. Assisted open. Whoosh. And it's a karambit. I mean, sure. Why not? This was cheap. This is wild. But it's going good with my ridiculous gas station shelf, which is right down here. Why don't we take advantage of the abilities before you? There's my girl. Anyone know her name in the chat? What's her name? Oh, this ain't gonna work. I'm gonna go a little higher and then we'll get a tip. Can I tip? Oh, I gotta loosen. Tip. That shelf looks kind of dark. Need to darken it up. I mean, brighten it up. Brighten it up? How's that? So I go back to the table and then we can go flap. Boom. So, yeah, part of the now gas station shelf. This will be an excellent addition. Oh, God. The Z Hunter is in the house. For all those zombies out there, they have they don't stand a chance. And our buddy in the chat, Shay was at an actual gas station, found some knives, had to pick one up for me. Much appreciation, and here goes my eyeballs already. But yeah, found this at an actual gas station. Dude. So let's break it down. This one has an actual additional feature. So, wild and crazy, check. 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 Assisted, check. Speed holes, oh yeah. Glass breaker, boom. Seatbelt cutter, the red back, like a completely different knife from here to here. That really sweet plastic design. The speed holes on the blade. Max Force. You got Max Force. There's Shay right there. How could I not love Shay? A gift is, this gift is, it's classic. It's a classic win. And so yeah, I've got the shelf. Did anyone make a guess on the on my girl's name there? I mean, you should probably remember, or you know where that photo is from. Sounds rough. But that was 5 minutes ago. I'm still laughing at it. That's fun. You have the black version of what? Of this? Or this? That's about as gas station as it gets. Truth facts. Truth facts. My man, Fook Aduzel, in the house. Been hanging out in this house for over a year and he still comes by. How about that? I don't have a ton of mods, but looks like you're all here right now. Here we go, digging in my eyes already. Sorry. They're a curse. I need to go to the doctor. And they'll be like, oh, get these drops, everything will be fine. And be like, oh, I should have done that years ago. Is that a movie scene? Yes, it is. It's the gift that keeps on giving because you re-gift it immediately. This? Oh no. Not me, sir. I have this shelf down here of glory. There is glory. Her name is Alice. Her name is Alice. You have a black version of this. Rad. Does it have blood on it too? Or the splatter red blood paint? What are we guessing on? Oh, Fook, you probably already know. The girl in the boat. Where did I take that photo? Where did I take that photo? 1981. I wasn't old enough to take that photo. It's the girl who survived that one night at that Crystal Lake. Sure is. Sure is. Safe from, well, actually, this guy didn't even show up. He wasn't even there. It was his mom. It was his mom. Yeah, it's come up before, but it happens to be there right now. next to that classic ticket right next to it. Can you even read that ticket from that view? Probably not. Probably not. Shelves are coming together though. I mean, we got two big shelves built. I do want to continue. What's up, Robert? The Willoughby. Willoughby. So yeah, shelf number 2 above the lower shelf, the gas station shelf. We've got kind of a mix. I wonder if I can see it from here. So across the back, we've got artisan cutleries. We have Migrons, QSPs. Oh yeah, all these are QSPs. We got Rosecraft right here. We got some Kershaws, tack knives, and Boker. Got the poop knife. We got the butter knives fast. We got this cool metal card from Stacy. Stacy's bolstered blades. Still live right there for now. That's shelf number 2 on this side. I think it's coming together great. Then we have my most recent. See, this one's brighter. Let's bring that one down a little bit. Yeah. This one is basically, I've got the top 3 rows are Civivi and the bottom 2 rows, and these right here are CJRB. What was that? My rug is slowly, it's really bringing the room together, but it's slowly kind of getting flatter. You know, a new rug kind of likes to wave around. It needs to settle, or I need to glue it to the floor or something. And every once in a while I roll and it pops a little wrinkle. Marty McFly, you're a lizard, Harry. I took care of it. Took care of it. So there's that. We have this one up here that is not, it's kind of a knick-knack shelf. I've got some army dudes fighting Leatherface and Jason. Mick told me, he was like, put the red light behind the Jason mask for the win. For the win. It really ties the room together. Here's my rug. We go over here, pretty much not much. A giant Bowie and a zombie killing beast, a gorgeous fixed blade cube disc. We got the special Kaiser shelf. What's going on here? Come on, work with me. What do we got on here? This is all Kaisers, and then across the front is my concepts. Obviously, you're not a golfer. What? What? Time to stuff my face and lurk. Venison backstrip and broccoli stir fry tonight for Brian. That sounds excellent. The light behind the mask is what's up, no doubt. Paul Mills has retracted a message. Dirty dog, you dirty dog. Yeah, what? I must not be, wait, golfer, what? I golf and I disc golf. I don't golf as much as I'd like to, but it's expensive and it's frustrating unless you go twice a week. If I don't go golf twice a week, I suck. I basically suck. Ouch. I might do it myself here. So I just finished this up today. Well, I don't know if I finished it, but I worked on this buck today. I don't know if you guys remember, but I picked this one up, and when I got it used off of eBay because it's got a certain date on it, and the year it was made. And they proceeded to not show pictures in the right way. It's like they showed a photo like this, like this. They showed a photo with the small blade like that. And then they showed one of the back blade, but they didn't show the front of it. It was all scratched up. I suppose if I go on my phone here, I can bring up an image. There, so you see, that's what the blade, they didn't show that side of the blade. Someone hit it against a grinder or something. Were we not quoting the Big Lebowski? Oh, is that a quote from the Lebowski? Obviously, you're not a golfer. Why don't I remember that? Now I have to watch the Big Lebowski again. We are. We totally are. But why? I don't remember that one right now. Yeah. Sorry. I started it with the rug. I mean, yeah. Okay. Scratched up to be damned, right? Well, I taped it off and media blasted it. And now we have this. If I could get it to focus. There you go. So it's definitely not shiny, it's matte. And if you look right here, you can see where I had it masked off. I didn't quite get it all the way in there. So if I fold it like halfway, you can kind of see the shiny section under there. So it doesn't quite match up perfectly, so I might go in there and try to get it a little bit closer, but I can't take this apart. It's pinned. Taking this apart for the price of this knife is not kind of worth it. But what do we think about the finish on that blade? I still need to go back and resharpen it, and now it's definitely matte versus shiny, so you can see the high shine on that one versus this. When he's holding the bowling, oh yeah, when they're dunking him in the toilet. There's never a bad, there's never a need, you don't need a reason to watch it again. Watch it again. So yeah, so there they are kind of closer together. You can see they don't quite match. But this one's so nice, it looks so clean. I was like, I don't need to do anything to that. I'll just leave it as is. It's an inexpensive, I mean, I can buy a brand new buck canoe for maybe, what, $20? 25 bucks? I don't know, I think it looks good. No comments. You can see there's a little chip on there where they tried to pry or something like that. It's a fun little knife. And we're moving down the line. Added the Mohawk spacer to the Flytanium art. Oh my god, really? I tightened it up now, and I noticed that, like, I tightened it too much. Like, I loosened it a little and it had some play, so then I made it a little tighter, and now I'm kind of getting some. Now we're good. So it is titanium, so I could anodize it or something. I think like anodizing it to match the thumb stud would probably be cool. But this they were on sale. Oh God, how long? It's been like a couple of months now. I'm trying to think of how long it's been. But yeah, what Mick found the sale, let me know about it. Well, it worked. It did work itself in, Mick. But when I took it apart and I put this on, put it back together, now it kind of like tightened itself back up. I was trying to get it. It worked really good, but then it had a little play. So then I tightened it up so the play was gone, and then now it's like a little bit stiff again. 7, 8. Content is great. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Fook, for your little Freddie song. Got one right before you got I got mine. So they only had so many options that were available with the sale. The sale was great. It's basically half price. So I picked it up for a really good deal. But I was kind of limited on the options that I could get. I didn't want the black blade. I wanted this blade. So ended up with this. That was all standard as is, minus the back spacers. The only thing I've changed. But the Ultim and then that purple blue thumb stud was the way it was. So I'm trying to think. Been a while since you caught a live. What's up, Malcolm? Thanks for stopping in. How you been? It is a really good knife for sure. I'm not sure. Well, we've been talking. I want to get. There's these other thumb studs like the Benchmade bug out thumb studs that Flytanium makes. Also fit on this, but they're a little bit bigger. So I want to get the titanium versions of those, but they don't have any right now available. So when they are available, I'm going to order those. And then I'll probably take those and the back spacer and then anodize them all at the same time. Not sure what color I want to do. I'm good with the black and the blade steel. But when I get that to do the ano, I might also get a different insert. I like the Ultim insert, but depending on what I do, it's not really going to match a whole lot. Make it a full titanium custom. That's cool. So this piece here, this is aluminum, right? The black. Shark Lock's really nice. You can get the studs on Amazon as well. The Flytanium studs. I catch my index finger. I did it again. Sebenta doesn't have good thumb studs on it. It's working. It's working. Boom. Carried the bull tusk today. This is a great knife. It's a wild, weird one. It's a little wacky, but it's fun. They're just titanium bug out studs. Well, but they're not, aren't they made, they're not made by Benchmade though, aren't they made by Flytanium? My index finger sits on this section really well. Thumb ramps up into here really nice. Great size for just doing some work. I feel like it's fancy, although it's just Ultim and Civivi Damascus. What is that? Oh, it's just such a weird. I was getting a weird. It looked like there was a chip in the blade, but there is not. That is a clean line right there. The Damascus lines were like playing a trick on my eyeballs. Yeah, they're like a cone shape. Exactly. They kind of cone. Where's this focus? They cone in at the end here. Oh, that blood blister's finally cleaning up. Versus the Benchmade versions don't really have that taper. They're kind of more straight up, so they're a little bit wider. You love this Civivi? It's a good one. It's just cool. The Ultim on it is really light yellow, really see-through. the Damascus without the etch or whatever, so it's kind of more of that shiny Damascus. It doesn't really have that dark blue or gray, I guess. I dig it. It's a fun knife. Aptas. Oh, I'm crazy. Hi all, I'm back sorta. How's the yard going, Kathleen? How's the yard? This is still my favorite APTA blade. Micarta, aluminum, and then the VG10 with that Warney point. Oof. Mama, I dig it. I really, really like that knife. This is the newest one I got, another copper one. Listen to that snap. So another kind of interesting Warney type blade. Look at how thick this thing is though. Super thick. All the way out here, look at how thick that is. And it's okay. This thing is a chump. Look at how beefy wide that is. Jesus. Oh, did I already? Making curves. What kind of face do I make when I cut paper? I'd give it a 7. For as thick as it is though, and how it, like, look at that grind. You've got the sharpened edge, this grind, and it instantly is super thick. So it gets wide really fast, which makes it harder to, it's got to split that paper apart to this thickness, which makes it a little bit tougher, but yet still pretty dang slicey. Cool shape on there. Beefy, copper. Of course, we're going to shipwreck it soon. Boom, boom. And then we have the two matching with the hammered kind of look. This one's brass. Not quite as loud. And they have this chisel tip where it's not sharp on the tip, but it's almost like a pry tip. Really wide tip. And then this is the loudest of all. I think more designers need to make blade cutouts so you can put studs on if you want to. I could agree with that. Give you options. So least favorite blade shape. They are fun. Shipwreck City on the way. We're doing the comparison shipwreck with these two to kind of see what the differences are between the brass and the copper and what we can kind of get to happen. Guys have gone, but there's still more to do. Cleanup for me yet tonight. It's gotten really out of control. Kathleen, my backyard, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I have an old birch tree that's really just falling apart and dropping branches, and I got squirrels that throw sticks all the time. And my backyard needs some work right now, for sure. So I hear you. I hear you. Cool new one though. It already has like a, I can't remember what they called it, like, but it's already patinaed rather than just a smooth copper. It already kind of has some natural stuff going on, but we're still going to shipwreck it, let it keep evolving in that patina, see what happens. 6:58 already. Well, okay. Let's do this one more time. I gave 5 memberships out earlier in the stream. Let's do 5 more right now. We got Paul Casper. We got another Paul in here. We got a triple Paul action. Lawrence Chin, One Moon Collective, Ken Faulkner, and our good buddy Fred the Lug. What's up, Fred? Go ahead and blast some of them emoji. Here's one. Boom. You get that membership for 1 month. And all of you are pretty fortunate for what we're getting ready to ramp up for here, which we can probably talk about now. We got 37 of us in here. I'm going to start spreading the word. If you've been around, if you've been part of the channel, you already know. But let me get rid of this. One second. I do giveaways. I've been doing giveaways at like the 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 8,000, 9,000 was the most recent one. We're actually almost to 9,500, well on our way to 10,000 subscribers. And we're gonna do a big celebratory giveaway. Did I? Oh, never mind. Oh, I'm good. We're good. Thomas, what's up? So I am going to be doing a big 10K giveaway, which will be probably in the next month or so. We're about 500 away, so probably be doing that just before Blade Show Atlanta. I'll be at Blade Show Atlanta June 6th through the 8th. With my current numbers and growth, I will probably hit 10K before that. So whether we do, we'll see where the numbers and how it goes. I would almost say it might be best to do the 10K giveaway after Atlanta, because then I can go to Atlanta and pick up a couple more prizes to give away. But we'll see. We'll play it by ear, see how the numbers go. I'm expecting, to hopefully hit 10,000 subscribers and do a big giveaway and a big celebration, just party. But on a side note, I've been doing that regularly. I like giving back to the community. I love this community. You're all really fun. I enjoy spending time with you. I really appreciate everyone. I feel that I hadn't done much specifically for... Is that the rain now? Wow. Hold on. It's a raining. It's a raining. See how much fun that is? Got a little portable camera. We can do all types of stuff. When was the Oaklawn show? Oaklawn show? Which one, Michael? Mick says do it after Atlanta. Yeah, I suppose because I'll probably get the 500 probably right about the beginning of June, so I can go to Atlanta, pick up some more stuff, and then where's the third Paul? I thought I saw him on here earlier. Yeah, what were you talking about, Michael Chavez? Was it the show in Wisconsin? Maybe? I was in Blade Show, Texas a couple months ago as well. Anyway, now I've totally lost my... Okay, so we'll probably do the big giveaway after Atlanta, we'll find out. But I want to give back to the members. I thought it was Illinois Midwest Show. I didn't get to that one. That one might have been recently, but I didn't actually make it out there if that one did in fact happen. I do remember talking about that now. But yeah, a little bit far of a drive. All right. Members, I have a bunch of you. A lot of you are here now. If you are here, go ahead and you're identified by the little knife emoji next to you, but feel free to blast a bunch of goats in the chat or whatever anytime you want. But I'm showing the appreciation for the members. I have to do a special member giveaway specifically for you kids. For all my family members, right? TRM sent me a knife for a giveaway. You've probably seen it already if you've been around a little bit. This is the Holy Nerd right here. This is the full premium Holy Nerd. Titanium with micro milling and then a Magna Cut blade. Just an awesome fifth pocket knife. Look at this thing. Look at all the emojis. Look at that. Now that's what the chat should look like, huh? Boom. There it goes. Flicked it out. So basically, it's going to be a members only giveaway. It's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. This is not going to be part of the 10K giveaway. This is going to be an exclusive members giveaway. And I'm basically kind of finalizing the announcement now, letting you know that in the next week or two we're going to be doing, maybe I'll do it next Thursday. I got to figure it out exactly, but like we'll say probably next Thursday during the live, we'll do the members. I'm flickering, huh? Why am I flickering? I must have something when I rewired these cameras for this flicker. Sorry I'm late. What's up, Tom? It's a little tight, still working in. This is the TRM Holy Nerd Premium Magna Cut and titanium. This is going to be given away to one of my members, one of the paid members of the channel. So for those of you that are not, I'm not doing this to solicit membership. Someone could maybe look at it that way. They could say, oh, he's doing that so that I buy a membership. Of course, I'd love your support. It's not necessary. Anyone who wants to watch the channel, you don't have to put in any money. You can watch for free. I hope that you like, you subscribe, you leave comments and stuff like that. But that's all free. You can support that way, and that's totally fine. But I wanna, there's a couple little flickers. I'm not losing it. Not losing it. How are you tonight, Tom? So yeah, specifically, I want to do something for those people. So yeah, in a way, you can see it as, get a membership. If you don't have a membership, the cheapest one is $2. That's all it requires. You could do it one time for $2. And then that would put you in the membership and in the ability to win this knife right here, which is a full-on premium, gorgeous knife. I would love this to be like my main secondary, like fifth pockets, a little smaller. I could carry my main, boom, and then this could be in my secondary, and I would love that. I would carry this all the time. This thing is sweet. The titanium on there is awesome. That micro milling texture, plus you got your Magna Cut on there, USA made. The double texture, so there's the micro milling this way and then the extra milling that way. So yeah, giving you the warning, if you are interested to enter to win this, all you have to do is become a member. Buy a little $2 membership for this month and you would be entered. If you're already one of them, then you're already there. I appreciate you. That is why I'm doing this. I appreciate all of you, and I want to do something extra special. This would be probably this would be like the most expensive knife. I mean, yes, I didn't pay for it. Thank you to TRM for donating it for the giveaway. So there it is. You have your chance to be involved. Try to win that thing if you want. Good luck, and thank you all. It's definitely a sweet knife. I'm going to look at some more TRMs when I'm in Atlanta, maybe pick one up. I did look at a couple of fixed blades. I'm afraid if I stop paying to be a member, I'll be dismembered. I would never do that, Fook. I mean, you could lose #1 status. You can only be #1 you have to maintain the #1. You know what I mean? You're stuck forever now. The nice thing is I'm pretty cheap as far as, you know. I know I've spent more than $2 a month on things. Yeah, Paul, definitely not cheap. There it is. Boom. But MagnaCut, titanium, gorgeous. I love the style of this. I have a bigger hand, but that little choke up spot, you get right in there. Your mom says you're always number one. 360. Slap. She doesn't say it, she just hits you with it. Just hits you with it. Did anybody notice my video from the other day? Was that yesterday? I think it was yesterday. What's up, Blaze Blades? My mom just shows me with her hand, yeah. My video from, what was it, 2 days ago, I filmed with this camera right here through this. Did I? So through my studio, I filmed. What's up, Dave? What's up, Dave? Yeah, I filmed through my thing. I didn't use my camera, but I was testing out because I think my phone, the microphone on my phone has some problems, so I've been using my wireless mics with it, which has been sounding better. It doesn't sound like it's as muffled, but then it also sounds more tinny. I've been trying to dial it in, so then I decided to test filming one off of this camera here, but I noticed right now it actually looks pretty good, but I had the contrast or whatever set a little off, so my hands looked a little bit more pink, I guess. But the sound sounded good, but it also was crackly. Like I noticed maybe every 20-30 seconds you would just hear this little kind of a sound. So I'm trying to figure that out. It's been bugging me. Ultimately, I used the same phone for a year and a half, I don't know, making all my videos and never really had any issues with the sound. Now when I record a video, it sounds like I'm talking through a pillow or something like that. And then when I hit stop at the end of the video, every end of my video has this big like I'm grabbing the speaker and ripping it out of the wall at the end of every video I record with that microphone now. The nice thing is I can take that 10-minute video and I can crop off a half a second at the end, and you don't get that harsh microphone cutoff that it's been giving me, so I can edit that out. But that's also annoying because then it's like you make a video, then you have to go in, crop off a second at the end, and then spend 2 minutes letting that render and save. Ultimately, when my phone was full, because I forgot to erase some stuff, and I did one of those. While it was rendering, it didn't have space, which then corrupted the file because it didn't have a space to save it, and it doesn't save it as, because I didn't click save as, it saved over, and so that ended up screwing that file. Is what it is. Is what it is. So you've got it. Pay attention. There will be a nice giveaway of this really nice Holy Nerd pretty soon. I am excited to get it out to one of my awesome, wonderful, beautiful members. It would look good with your neutron and atom. Just put them all in a row. Just a nice little row. I do want to pick one up. That's what I was saying, is they had some fixed blades in Texas. I can't remember. They did come up with a name for it. They didn't have the name of it when we were in Texas. But they are finalizing those fixed blades that I was looking at when we were there, that are pretty cool. And so I talked to them. I've been messaging back and forth with them since we kind of been in contact, and they sent me the knife for the giveaway. And they said that it looks like that it should be finalized for Atlanta. There it is. Screen share. This is the fixed blade right here that I was talking about. So they made a couple of them. Where's the red one? There we go. I can't remember what they said it's called now, but I don't know. It's a nice looking little, it's just a smaller little almost neck knife. They made a wider one. The red one was wider, and then the white one was a little bit thinner. It sounds like they're probably going to go with the thinner version, but I don't know for sure. But I dug it for, you know what I mean? Every time you pick up a different knife, it either speaks to you or it doesn't. You kind of check it out and you're like, okay, I like that. That would look better as my single and only TRM. Yeah, it would look great as my single and only TRM too. That one looks like a folder. It does kind of have folder vibes to it. It kind of has steak knife vibes to it, but it's small. It felt nice in the hand though. It's kind of like one of those smaller fixed blades where it would be like, that would be a great secondary carry. I got my main, and then I got a small little fixie. I might try to pick one up if they have them available. I have quite a few things I'm interested in when we go. One of them is Dylan's new, oh, it's not in this. Dylan Mallory Designs. Let's go to this for a second. Boom. Let me pull this up. He sent me, ooh, tack knives, new. That looks cool. Sorry, where is it? Dylan. There it is. So this is the new Dylan Mallory Design Artisan Cutlery Keris. I love it. I handled one. All they had in Texas was the. What's up, Neil? How you doing? The only one they had in Texas was the prototype, so they were not for sale. Talking to Dylan, he said it looks like they're probably going to have them available in Atlanta. He said he does have a proto that maybe I might be able to snag off him, but we'll see. Either way, I held it, I handled it, I enjoyed it. I think it looks cool. Dylan's a great guy. I've known him since last year, Blade Show Texas last year, so a year and a month or two. And I've been wanting to pick up one of his knife designs for a while, and that one looks great. It looks great. I like it. So that's definitely one I'm interested in. What was the other one? Oh yeah, where am I gonna find that is also. So whoops. Hey, it's dark. Gotta go through my messages and find it. Oh, is that not in here? Yes, it is. Why am I not seeing 1931? Have we not messaged in a while? But we have. See, he's right there. Weird. Alright. The other one that I'm really excited for is 1931 Leatherworks Concept Design. Right here. I messaged Concept just yesterday to see if they are going to have these at the show. They had a couple of prototypes at the Texas show. It looks like they're supposed to have them. Bees just went live with the Kaiser Live. Yeah, well. Bees doesn't know me. I can't really, you know. I doubt Bees has any idea who I am, so there's lots of lives that go on that I'm not aware of when I go live. I can't really get upset like I have. I haven't gotten upset. I got pretty hurt though when I found out a couple lives that were happened. So he's live with Kaiser right now. Yeah. Alright. Kaiser did get back to me. I have not heard from them in quite a while. As you know, I've done some stuff with them. They have sent me some knives. I did a live with them once. And I hadn't heard from them in a while because they had kind of a change of the guard and some stuff going on over there. But I did message them about me going to Atlanta. And they did say, oh yeah, that's great. Look forward to doing some fun stuff with you when I get there or whatever. So they did get back to me, which is cool. I like that Mallory design, titanium with the big carbon inlay. Wait. Oh, did I already back off of it? Yeah, I did. Good Lord. Kenman's cooler than Bees. I appreciate it, guys. What's up, Mr. Eddie? So yeah, I really like 1931 Leatherworks. This is the Concept Orlock that my face is on top of. I think this knife is a great design. I handled one of these in Texas as well. Check that out. Nice looking shape. Titanium. Front flipper. Look at that harpoon way out there on the tip. I love it. Very cool. That's basically the exact one they had the prototype of at Texas. I dig it. So yeah, I'm excited for that one for sure. And then that Dylan Mallory Karis, this one here. Oof. Just a really nice, clean looking knife. So those are the two that I am most excited for the show. I know Bless Lives, Donnie's going to be making some stuff, but he's only going to have like, I think he's, last live, he was in the live on Tuesday. I think he said he's only going to have like 6 to 8 of them available, and they may all be spoken for already, which is totally fine. Kenman, buy my knives. The money is going to a great cause. What's the great cause? You buying more knives? Look at the Tenable Gideon designed by Dead Sober Design. Okay. What do I think of the Concept copper carbon fiber handles? They're sweet. They're sweet. I don't have one, but I do have... I have stuff. I have things. They exist. Similar to this. They're great. They are great. You're leaving Louisiana for good. Yeah. That's a decent cause, Mr. Eddie. But I have enough stuff to make videos with the things that I got from Laid Off Pete and Tom and a few other things that I got and projects, I have enough to basically make all of May's videos without really buying any more knives. And I just bought plane tickets and a hotel and a car rental. And I plan on buying knives when I'm in Atlanta. So I'm going to basically try to budget myself out so I can buy more there. So I'm kind of not really buying any knives this month. Justin can buy your knives. Everybody buy a knife from Mr. Eddie and then he can move. That's not a negative attitude to have. I'm being positive. I'm spending my money. Are you going to get a downdraft? Okay. I'm gonna be the reality for me is $100+ knives. I can't buy tons of them. Okay. I like the new downdraft. I think it looks cool. Casey's designs are great. The one that I saw in Texas, the Thunderhead, I actually like that design a little bit more. So I'm thinking I might pick one of those up. And then his new one, the Tornado, the smaller one, I really like that one. So I was thinking about those two. And it's like, if I get those two, I definitely can't get a downdraft. I can't get all three. I probably can only get one. Maybe two. So I thought about the downdraft, but I want a Pistache too. I want to get the Tri-State Tri-Stash in Altum. He looks like he might have a few of those available at Atlanta. Don't come crying to me when you miss out on the downdraft. Do you know how many knives I've missed out on? I don't go, it is what it is. It is what it is. And what if I think the Thunderhead and the Tornado, or is it Cyclone Tornado? I think both of those knives look better. If I bought both of those knives and I didn't have the downdraft, I mean, I can't have every single one. I've accepted that as the reality. I can't do it. I don't have the money to afford to buy every single one. I wish I could. I wish I could. The downdraft is a nice looking knife. Just something. The handles, the all titanium one, I guess. I don't know. I like the Thunderhead more. And I definitely like the smallest one, his newest one. Is it the Tornado? Poor financial advice. Take a personal loan for $3,000, buy every knife in Atlanta for half price and profit. Ha! Yeah, well, that's the thing, is not every knife is actually half price either. So like in this case, KC from Tempest is going to be there. He's going to have a table. But the knives he's selling aren't going to be half price. They're going to be full price, and they're going to be limited availability. And if he's got 3 different knives that I want, the reality is Dylan Mallory's got 2 or 3 different knives that I want, and I can't get all those either. I need to be making 6 figures. Then I could start buying a lot more knives. I've decided I enjoy my time more than money, so I don't have a lot of money to run around with. The knife with the wolves on it is hurting your eyes? Wolves. Wolves. That's why it's poor advice. Ha! Tempest Downdraft Hailstorm Edition. Nice looking knife. Nice looking knife. Coming May 10th. Synthwave edition. That one's pretty fun. Right? So can I look up the older knives in here? Does he have a... I don't think he does. Yeah, KC, you should do like a... What would you call it? Like a archive, you know, where you can go back and look at all the knives. Like, where's the catalog? They may not be available. You can't buy them. But do you have like archive photos? Like if I type in Thunderhead, nothing found. If I type Microjets, nothing found. Because he doesn't have them available. I'm not trying to talk down to the channel or the page at all, but I think that he should have, you know, it'd be cool to be able to just look up an archive of his old designs. Or wait, Tempest, that's because the Thunderhead is a concept, isn't it? So that one wouldn't be... It's not going to be in here, is it? Am I getting the name wrong? Yahoo? Why isn't this Google? This new computer's forcing me into Yahoo? I want a Google search. No images of the concept Thunderhead? My draft needs downed. 50% off sounds pretty awesome. Well, it's true. There is several, you know, Concept had many knives that were between 40 and 50% off. There were some $200 knives that were $140. There were some that were $100. They had $60 tenables for $40. They had some great deals. I don't think the Tornado's coming after the downdraft. It's the other large one. I haven't seen the other large one yet. What's up, Fred? I have an image of it too. I just figured, God. I need to get a hold of Fred too. Fred's got knives that he's going to send me. I've been, I'm behind. I'm just behind. My time lately has not been... See, that's like, I can't even find a picture of it. What happens if I go... Oh, tell me that's not rad. The second image for the Tempest Knives Microjet is me. How'd I do that? There's the Thunderhead right there, right? No, wait. No, because that doesn't go to the end. That's the Thunderhead. This one. Right? No? Maybe that is different. That one is different. Tempest PX71, but yeah, how do I look that up? I can't even look up. I mean, I get it, they're not out yet. None of those look like knives. Alright, now we're getting nowhere. We're getting nowhere. are fast. PX71. So that's going to be a bigger one. I haven't heard about that one yet. I'm a little out of the loop. Haven't been able to watch a ton of lives lately. So there's things. Let me go to my notes here. So that was one of the things I wanted to talk about. Fred, you want a membership? Fred, you going to be in Atlanta? Casey's live stream last week. Knives that came in on Friday or Saturday. He showed a clip of all the variants. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, doesn't know a lot of his knives fast. He's got a lot of things that's kind of like themed or like inspired from like cars and jets and stuff. Ooh, there it is. Wow. Yeah. That's weird. The flicking hole's got that extra little beam in there. Huh. What's up, Sebald? Sebald? What's up there, Sebald? How are you doing? No, so I'm gonna look at this one again now here. Oh, yeah. You see, instantly, I like that one better. That's a chunk. Wow. I'm gonna look at it closed again. Look at the hole, the size of the hole on the side sticks way out. Big old flicking axis. Black and red. I love the black and red. Looks chunky. Yep. Looks like that could be a front flipper too. Does that look like it's got jimps? Like you could kind of top front flip that maybe? Does he front flip it? What's going on, Gabe? Yep, he does front flip it. Ooh, baby. Dude, you can just, it's probably just the black and the red, right, Sabal? Dude, the black and the red. I've sat in that cockpit and let me tell you, it's tiny. I've heard a lot of those, there's not a lot of space. That's what I've heard. Fred, you're not a big guy. You're not. You're good to go, bud. But yeah, I've heard you got to be pretty small, and there's not a lot of room. And don't they make them like that so you don't really get bumped around either? This is cool though, black and red. I almost like that one better. See, he's got so many new designs. I like this textured lines that are just kind of following along the rib or the back of it. I like it. So yeah, anybody here going to be in Atlanta? Fred, you going to be in Atlanta or you're not going to be in Atlanta? Is that what you said? I think we might have talked about this already. But yeah, anyone who is going to be there, chime in, let me know. We'll definitely be sure to meet up. It's going to be a fun time. I'm excited. Yeah, black with red, dude. Something about black and red together. I like it a lot. Because blue, it depends on the blue. Lighter blue can be okay, but me, like a blue, navy blue, darker blue, and black next to each other, you don't Like if you wore a black suit, you wouldn't wear a dark blue belt with it. You'd wear a black belt. You know what I mean? Or if I wore a dark blue suit, I wouldn't wear a black. But that's just me. But then you see there's like a dark blue car and it's got black leather interior. I don't know. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. You can like it. And I respect you for liking it. But black and red, it's like it was meant to be. Lanyard Man was planning on going, now you're rethinking it. Bluck. It's Bluck. I'm joking too, Dale. We're just having fun. I hate you. You and your dark blue and black craziness. Psychopath. Blue is an inferior color. Blue used to be my favorite color. I still like blue a lot. I definitely... What am I getting these glitches from? I'm watching the playback right now. We're only like 15 seconds. Oh, we just glitched again. I've never noticed a glitch the way that I've noticed it the last few times today. So it must be one of my wires when I moved it. I just did it again. Must be interfering or something. It's this one though. It's not this one. Or wait, that one's not even showing anything right now. Blue is what? Ha! We start talking about blue and in walks KC. What are we looking at over here? What is this? What is this? I was just checking it out, KC. We're talking about your knives and trying to look up your stuff. And I had a thought that I don't know if you want to add it to your website or whatever, but I feel like you should make it like an archive list or something. And put it up on your website, like of all the knives that you've made, and then like a photo or two of them, just so like, I don't know, I think it'd be great. We could go and just kind of pull up the archive list and check out all the old previous models that you've done. I think it'd be cool. Should get on that. No, you're so good, bro. This new design though, I like it. We're talking about the, I didn't say I hated blue. I said I do not like dark blue and black together. If you made this knife right here and instead of red you made all those accents dark blue, I wouldn't like that. I like this. Now if it was dark blue and then the rest was silver, sweet, I'd be all about that. But dark blue and black, my website provider is just a store, can't do extra pages. I wonder how you can get around that. Couldn't you just put them up and then have them be like sold out or something? You know, you could just throw them all up there and then just have 0 available. Kind of a cheat. I get that though, that makes sense. To be black and red because it's a tribute to the SR-71 Blackbird. Very cool. Very cool. Love the design. Black and red looks great. I dig it. But come on, anybody who in here would disagree that if this knife right here was black and all that red was super dark blue, you'd be like, why isn't it just black? You could make a poster with all your old knives and sell it as a photo. Sure. That makes sense though, Casey. It's a storefront. I hear ya. I was just being greedy and just wanted a list. I just wanted to see them all. I wanted to compare them all. We were trying to look up, because I was saying, they asked me if I was looking at getting the new Downdraft, and I said I kind of like the Thunderhead and the Tornado better, and I was thinking about picking up both of those, and I can't necessarily do them all. But now I'm looking at this, the Tribute, the SR-71 Tribute. Yeah, I like it. These colors match better. Bright green. Let's all disagree just for debates. Just for the debate's sake. Come on, give yourself a little more credit than that. I'm having glitches on my camera today and I don't know why. It's gotta be, they must be just bumping into each other or something. Thing is, I start messing around with it and it goes out. Then I have to end the stream to start it again to get the camera to work again. That sounds like a treat. Lanyard Man would like it with navy blue. Of course you would. Of course you would. You. Are any Tempest knives ever going to get a re-release? That's a good question. That is a good question. I apologize. I gotta touch this. Alright, so I've touched that. Now I'm going to touch this. Catch me. Alright. Let's disagree. Let's disagree. Let's all disagree to agree. I am excited for Atlanta though, KC. We're going to have a blast. Gonna have a blast. Okay. Where is my mouse? Fly on the wall. Oh. How big is the blade on the P71 KC? Says Fred. Wait. So yeah, Shay's Howlin' Wolf. Like 3.5. It looks chunky. It's probably because it's a wide blade. I'm definitely on board. Z Hunter. For all your Z hunting needs. Fred wants it to be 3.2 or 3.3, so I guess KC, that's what Fred wants. And what Fred wants, Fred gets. Leo, what Leo wants, Leo gets. Yep, we're still flickering. What's so weird is I've been testing this. Focus doesn't do what it does when I'm live. It doesn't flicker like it's been doing today when I'm testing. And yet we go live and here we are. Just Aptas. What's your favorite Apta? Man, that's flickering a lot. Did that just, see? But I can tap it and it doesn't flicker. It moves. And then I stop doing anything and it starts flickering again. Must be a connection. You have a poor connection. Ugh. Here, All right. Talk about this bad boy. I am very impressed with this bad boy. Did I close that already? I did. I had it open. This thing is cool though. Alright. Of course, when I'm trying to do anything, I suck as a YouTuber. I don't know. There's my... I thought I had my links popped up. Of course I don't. Copy. Here we go. Paste. Sorry, I'm ignoring everyone. Enter. Who makes the Apta, Kathleen? It's a Rough Rider. Aptas, these are all, it's a Rough Rider knife. They're between like 20 and 30 bucks a piece. What is this small one called? This is from HX Outdoors. I just posted the link. I do have a 10% off code, and that is an affiliate link. If you do make a purchase, it does help me out. HX Outdoors reached out to me not too long ago. Said they liked the channel, wanted to see if I was interested in looking at something, and they sent me this. This is the Rock Sapphire button lock. It's still on sale right now. Screen grab. Boom. Get my ugly face out of here. Go away. Alright, so the Rock Sapphire button lock, it's $49, on sale for $29. You're looking at D2, and then they're saying this is titanium. It looks like titanium, it feels like titanium, it smells like titanium. I'm going to try to anodize it. But right now, these are 30 bucks, and you can save 10% off of that with my code. I mean, that's something you can pick up just as a beater for that price, right? So, this one, it's a button lock. Titanium and D2. Look at the button lock. Good action, right? It's basically, there is the flipper tab only. You can use the button to swing it out, of course. But the action is really nice on this. And dude, oops. This is probably the sharpest knife I'm catching, this is a weird rounded piece of paper. But yeah, this thing is super sharp right out of the box. I've cut 100+ times with a piece of paper with this thing, and the edge is holding really well. I mean, you got just a basic D2 steel on there, but it's sharp and it's holding the edge. The button works good. And then it's a smaller knife, so it's basically like a 3.5 finger grab, but there's a huge choke up spot. That finger choil there is big, so I can get in there real nice, never really feel worried about getting bit right there. And now I've got a full grip, an extra inch on the back. You license the smell? Reminds you of a Praxis? Yeah, I can see that a little bit. Feel like the blade maybe a little bit, maybe not as much the handle. Does it feel like Justin on the outside and the inside? You're a Momo. Quite impressed. So I mean, saying it's retail 50 bucks and they've got it priced right now for 29. 29 bucks though for this titanium handle. D2 steel button lock. You can get a liner lock version as well. Let me bring that up. And so right next to it here is the same knife with a liner lock version. So essentially it looks identical, same price, but you can go with a liner lock instead of a button. Dave's taking off. All right, Dave, thanks for swinging by. Maybe see you this weekend. Check out the Flytanium slip joint. I have, we will. I'll do that again. Can you check it with a magnet? Yes, I can. Do I have a good magnet? That sticks. That sticks. That really, the button really sticks. Nope. Screws stick. Yep. Clip. Yep. Basically, is there liners in there? There are. Yep. So you can see there are steel liners right there, but that outer part of the scale, I'm not getting any stick, but like right here, boom, stick, 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 stick. So it's not sticking to those handles. You know, it might be a lower quality titanium for that price. We're gonna try to anodize it, so we'll see. Action though, and the feel and the sharpness of that blade, I mean, for $30, solid, no play. What's up, Eagle Scouts? You guys aren't subscribed to Eagle Scout. I bet you most of you are, but if you're not, go check them out. Justin too. Actually, there's a bunch of people here now. Now I gotta start hitting everybody. Ricks. These are cool. Then I started looking at some of the other stuff from HX Outdoors, and I did message them. I am looking at testing out a couple others. This rock fluorite I think looks cool. I like the blade shape on this one. So I might pick one of those up to check out. Also $30 right now. And then the Onyx. I'm not a big fan of this Dark Master design as much, but like this Onyx, this one looks cool. I like the shape and style of that. And then it's kind of a almost frag in the middle of it there. Oh, this is aluminum. So they got an aluminum one for $39, but a titanium, the other type, for less on sale. They got slip joint versions. They got button locks, liner locks of pretty much several knives. They've got some wild looking stuff. And these are all just the folders. They also have fixed blades. And I'm definitely interested in a couple of these. Where were the ones that I like? I like the way this Jungle Rules looks. That's just kind of a fun looking knife. Right? $57 D2 and olive. And you can take that handle off. And then some of these beastier ones. This one looks cool. Just looks like a toad. Not big on all the branding on the blade, but definitely a chonk. The fixed blade, this basalt, that's cool. I like that a lot. $100. VG10. Got the sheath. Tell me that. Look at that point. Big old choke up spot. It's pretty fun. Even this one, just this like an outdoor machine. 154, the Rock X. Anybody have anything from these guys? If not, Give them a check out. You can use my discount code, get a little bit off. They also have some kitchen knives. If you're looking for a kitchen knife, Phoenix Chef Damascus, 69 bucks. Those are cool looking. If you don't have yourself a kitchen knife yet, you should consider getting one. There's that link and that code again if you are interested in anything from HX. They are not going to be at Texas. They do have quite a few little, just different varieties. I've never really heard of them either. But they reached out to me. I checked them out. I said, you know what? You want to send me something? Send it. And they did. And yeah, it's a budget knife, sure. But this, for a $30 price tag, all the quality is there. It could be even more. You know, the button works just fine. Flipper tab flips out. Great choke up spot. Feels good. This blade is holding the edge. So, you know, you never know. They've got something that's D2. It's a company you haven't heard of. How is the heat treat? Who knows? All right, I stink from playing disc golf, so I'm going to get a shower. Plus, I'm itching because they probably got some poison ivy. Ew. I'm not a fan of that. Thanks for hanging out, though, a little bit, Casey. We'll talk to you soon. For sure. Go check out the Knives Fast channel. Tempest Knives. Got some great stuff. The Rock. So yeah, I mean, it's a I don't know, a newer company, but they do have a little bit of a variety of some options, and they're all fairly good priced. They do have some that are a little bit more expensive. You know, you got this $80 titanium, still D2. That actually does look kind of cool. I definitely think I'm going to pick up one of these wilder looking, like this rock onyx. I do like the shape and the style of that with the frag pattern on the side there. Brian Dixon's eyes. Shifty. Let's get shifty with it. Look at that. Right? Oh, Jesus. Still haven't taken the clip off of this. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna... I'm the most indecisive person sometimes. I do enjoy this Jack Wolf, though. It is nice. Probably carry this one again soon. Maybe I'll carry it tomorrow. Boom. Oops. So, there we are. I'm getting through my checklist. Oh, Dave sent me a message. I haven't been paying attention. Got it. Boom. All right, I'm back. We're back. We're live. We're doing it. Things are happening. What's everybody up to? Eagle Scout, how you been? What you been up to? 8 o'clock. We're doing it to it. Ooh. Red Bull's getting warm. Warm. Okay, my notes. Talked about that. Talked about that. 10K's coming up. Where are we at? I actually haven't checked. 94.35. Not bad. So we're like 565 away from 10K. We'll do a nice big giveaway at 10K. Super excited. Much appreciated to everyone. Rick's Knives got a brand new knife today. What'd you get, Rick? A Momo? What are those Japanese knives? Are they swords? We looked at them right at the beginning, but we can look at them again. They are Kiridashis. Bye-bye. Kiridashis. So they're carving knives. They're Japanese. This is the first one that I picked up. So you have a chisel grind for carving. This is the lefty one, so it's flat on the bottom. When you're holding it in your left hand, you can push this direction with it. You can use it any way, but these are basically just Japanese carving knives. They are fun little additions to the collection. It's got a little notch right there to show you which side the blade is. Boom. And I picked up another one made out of brass, and I did the shipwreck on it. Another lefty, smaller carving knife. And then my buddy brought this one to me yesterday to check out. Definitely more of a premium version on this one here. This is a righty, so you can see it's gotten a little rust on it here. We should probably clean that up for him. Definitely a little bit thicker on this blade, a little bit higher quality. It's got this collar on it, but that's the righty setup. So you can see the righty versus lefty. If you do some whittling, some carving or whatever, and you do collect knives, you have knives, will it apple? That thing will apple like a true champ. Oh, almost had that backwards. Boom. And the one he gave me came with this little, well, he didn't give it to me, but, oh, that's how you do it. And then you roll it this way. Boom. Yeah. Isn't that fancy? They are fun. This one was all about maybe 20 bucks. With those odds, I might actually win something. You know, get yourself a membership. If you want to become a member of the channel, then it'll be a one in. What will those odds be when I do the member giveaway? Let's see. I don't even know. I currently have 61 members. Thank all 61 of you. But yeah, if you become a member, you'd be the 62nd member, and you'd have a 1 in 62 chance to win this premium TRM Holy Nerd Magna Cut Titanium Glorious. This is a fifth pocket all day long. Look at that. It just fits in my hand right like that really well. Nice little draw cuts. Nice and sharp magnet cut right there. I'm trying to get really close. Get a little curly Q. There's a little curl. But yeah, someone, one of my lovely members, Neil needs 7 people to join so he can be 69 dudes. So that's all that needs to happen. We just need 7 more people. And then we need to tell Neil right then and there.
Snail Trail Dale became a member. Snail Trail Dale celebrates 3 months of membership. No one enter because I'm winning. Lol.
Turn that down just a little bit. Snail Trail Dale, member for 3 months. Did that work? No? Of course not. Much thanks, Snail. Snail? Dale? Drill tail snail Dale? That knife is cool as hell. It's pretty great. I mean, look at that. That titanium is awesome. I mean, lefty. Can't be swapped to the lefty. But either way, this thing is just boom. I would love this to be my secondary because then I don't need it to have the left side. I put it on the right, take it out, it'd be my secondary user. Oh, I would carry this pretty much every day. Thank you for the knife, Dan. I guess I'm giving it to Justin. Right? Why wouldn't I? Okay, so these are not working. Why are they not working? New Finch Widowmaker. Can I look it up? Looks like I might be able to. Boom. Oh, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Yeah. Rigged. If he wins it, then you can say rigged. If he wins it. I'll be honest, I don't know if I like that handle shape very much. The little upsweep backwards kind of thing tends to make this corner, that top corner, kind of like a hot spot in your palm. Now that, ooh, that looks sick. Or this. That classic look. Or see how like this one curves down. Something about those ones where it sweeps up in the back. You can just see it in this image right there. It just goes straight and then it sweeps up, which is going to make that point potentially a hot spot. Yep, we all know the secret to winning is you got to send the super chat for the shipping right before. Neil's got some stuff on the way. I got to get that shipped back to Neil along with all his goodies. But yeah, he's right. All you got to do is super chat right before the giveaway. What are we Instagramming? Yeah, the Widowmaker. See how it like curves up just a little bit? It like goes straight up and then curves out. I don't like that corner right there. The blade looks cool. Finch makes some really sweet stuff. I'm quite happy with the one I got so far. I do really like the Undertaker. Ooh. Look at that blade. Wow. What is that one? Of course it doesn't say. That looks sick though. What do you think about that one? Wait, what's going on here? Get me out of here. Alright. Oosh. Where is... Mine has not been added to the inventory yet. We can go through that list too. 61 paid members. Thank you all. Thank you all. Wow, we're really... really up close and personal here. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you all. I'm having such a blast doing this. I tell you what, Hellfire Edition, I like it. Isn't that sick? I'm liking mine. And you all know the secret trick of this one. Where's my flashlight? Yo. Wow, that third light's actually really bright. Huh! No, that's not great. Like, look at that difference. Sorry, little feedback. Buddy just got a mini Towser K like the one I have for 80 bucks. That's like 25, 30 bucks off. You know I'm just messing back, Justin. My Megalodon hands. It does look awesome. It looks awesome, but it's like, do you know what else looks awesome? This looks awesome. Okay? Rosecraft blades. Clinch River swayback. I love this. This looks so cool. Upsweep in the back. I grab onto this. Look at that. Okay, if I had a smaller hand, it would be here, and it would curve around, it would be fine. I have a monster Megalodon hand, so I grab it like this, and now that spot is pushing. It needs to be the other way. Like if I held it like this, that is comfortable in the hand. This is a hot spot pushing into my thick, beefy hands. I love this knife, but I don't like carrying it. I don't like using it as much because that swayback pushes into my palm and it's not comfortable. And I feel that's kind of the way that other one is. This one kind of led me to understand that yes, I'm not as big of a fan of when the back sways out. I prefer, like this, where it sways under and just feels good in the hand. That lighting is not ideal for anything other than glowfinch. It's not even good for that. Come on, pricks. I love the blade shape on this too. Just boom. Get out there, get that point in. They are cool. And see this now, it would be the same if that bounced out a little bit and I grabbed onto it here, that would just push into my palm a little bit more. So for my meat hook hands, yeah. And now we're gonna have focus issues. It's trying to figure out what to do with itself here. There we are, we're back, lighting on. So the non-glow, I like how it's got that gold line that wraps around. Action is just, dude, so droppy. It's like just riding on rails. Because there's no weight to that blade, yet it still just swings shut. It does have a really unique pattern on the glow, and I like how the Finch logo is kind of more of that blue versus the rest of the glow is green. What's up, MPG? Rick's Knives just uploaded his 200th video. Congratulations, dude. 200 videos is a lot. It's real deal. I've seen some channels that bug me, or don't bug me, but it's like, how do they have 80,000 subscribers, but they don't even have 100 videos? It's like, wow, that's wild. This is a bull tusk, Rick. Civivi bull tusk. We've got this nice Civivi Damascus and Ultim combo. This was what I carried today. I got this right when they came out. Always enjoyed it. That thumb ramp feels really good. Index finger for me, my big hands, sits right on that. Really cool stuff. MPG in the house. Congrats though, Rick. 200 vids is legit. I don't even want to think about... If you guys want to know, full disclosure, you want, like, how did I get to 9,400 subscribers? How did I get to 9,400 subscribers? Let's go here. $2,800 uploads. 2,800. Yikes. That's what you gotta do. You gotta upload a lot, frequent, regularly, good content. I don't know, maybe my content's bad. What's the name of the last knife again, Kenman? Which one? This one? Oh, with the Ultim. This one. This is the Civivi Bull Tusk. Bull Tusk. Awesome knife. They have several different versions of it. You don't have to get it in Damascus or Ultim. But, I mean, this is the coolest version. I mean, just saying. It's a cool shape. Fun, bigger knife from Civivi. I think it's been out probably a little more than a year now. What's causing that flicker? I don't know. And it's bugging me. Civivi, bro. Dang. Yeah, it's on the way, MPG. I had to put 10 more Pickle Ricks on there. Access to anodizing and marking at work right now has been minimal, so I haven't had a chance to do as much with the machines at work lately, but I should be able to get in there and get some more done soon. You go on to the American Edge Knife Enthusiast Day. Oh, I missed that last year because I was at... Where was I? What day is that? Is that up by St. Cloud? Yeah, I needed to put 10 more Pickle Ricks on it. It was like a whole pattern, a Sagaya pattern of Pickle Ricks. American Edge Knife Enthusiast Day. Third annual, 2023. That's not right. Facebook. Is that 2025? I can't tell. July 19th? Yep. 5th annual Minnesota Knife Enthusiasts. Hold on. Boom. Event on July 19th, 10 to 6, American Edge, Rice, Minnesota, near St. Cloud. Welcoming Heretic, Tactile, and ProTac knives to the event. More brand announcements coming soon. Stay tuned. Mark your calendars. Invite your friends. July 19th. I'm about an hour away at the most, so I certainly could go to this. I couldn't go last year because I think I was on like a camping trip with buddies or something like that. I have to check my schedule. July 19th doesn't sound like anything's going on. Rick will be there. I mean, if Rick will be. My other light went out. See, that's why I need to set up Stacy's lights so that I don't have to use the battery powered ones. But now I'm going to have to adjust my camera settings, which I'm going to have to do anyway because I'm getting this flicker. Let's see how long I can stay on this screen and it doesn't flicker. That would be something, because this is the same image as it is when it's like this. It's just bigger. I don't remember it ever flickering when we were like this. Was that Rick, or will be, or Rick will be? Well, Rick will be there. Rick will be there. Hey, Rickleby. Hello, all my knife aficionados. Hope all is well. What's up, Ryan Brown? We're hanging out, getting down. See, it's not flickering at all right now, huh? How interesting. But then I made that video, and it was like a 10-minute video. Audio sounded great. But every 20 seconds or so, there would be this little clicky little flicker, like the microphone got unplugged and plugged back in. Like at least 10 plus times. So I'm not sure why that happened. I need to maybe just go through all my wires, make sure they're not crossing over each other or anything strange. Think the Civivi Bull Tusk looks cool. Oh, with the micarta version? They have a lot of versions for sure. I think they all look cool. I mean, I saw the Ultim one and I jumped on it. Ugh. There we go. Oh yeah. Get the tangles out. I took a shower right after work today. Got some luscious, fresh. No Lou tonight. Lou's been around a little bit more. He was gone for a while, and then he'd been back in some lives quite a bit lately. But I don't see him tonight. He thought I dyed my hair blonde. One of my lives, like last week, it looked like it was really light. I don't know if it was whatever, but my blonde ends are kind of slowly disappearing from when I dyed it several years ago. Okay, I gotta remember that though, Rick. Save the date, July 19th. I gotta look into what I've got going on. If I am in town, I'll be there. I was excited to go last year, and then it ended up coinciding with something else I was doing, and so July. When was it last year? Was it in July last year? I'm not noticing any flickering either, Kathleen, which is quite interesting. Oh, like you haven't noticed any at all. I haven't noticed any when we've been like this, but when I was like this, the little square where I was would flicker several times I saw it. You meant Damascus? It does look good with that Damascus. Of all the budget Damascuses, Civivi I have the most of. I've got the one. Ooh, let's get the fly on the wall camera. So for Civivi, we have the Bull Tusk Damascus. I have the Shredder Damascus. I have the Mini Asticus Damascus. Lighting over here when I go forward is not as great. I thought I had, oh, and the Civivi X-Arc on the, oh my god. Trying to throw everyone on the floor right now. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Boom. My Civivi X-Arc is Damascus. And then my Appalachian Drifter 2, which isn't working out. Table, boom. Wait, did this light go out now? All my lights are going out. Oh, there. That one must be about to die too. Tell me that's not a cool looking Damascus pattern though. So Civivi, I can't remember what it is. I think they use 8CR and 440 or something like that. The shelves, Kathleen, I 100% agree. I stained the one twice. It's so weird because I bought a dark stain. The stain, you look at the color of the stain on the label and it's darker than the shelves. It's definitely darker than the shelves. I put 3 coats on that one and it doesn't seem to be getting any darker. So yeah, I'm just gonna need to get like some black stain or something and really, we just start getting some flickers again. And figure it out. Because I do want them darker as well. Trying to get them to match the actual shelf. And that is definitely, this one only got 1 layer, but I mean that stain is literally, the image for it is darker than this. So if the image for the stain is darker than this, then how come that wood ended up that light? It should be at least a little bit darker. So I can try a couple more coats. And this one here, it does look a little bit darker, but it's still pretty light. The Bull Tusk sticks out more because it's got a larger blade, for sure. Wait a minute, I can leave that there. Let me grab those other ones though, because there are some styling points we can observe here. Alright, bing, bang, bang. Let's get the Aptas out of my way. So yeah, everybody, if you want to become a paid member, the minimum would be $2 for 1 month. And if you do it now, you will lie within the month to have the potential to win this TRM Holy Nerd. So if you're interested and you are not a paid member, $2 would be what it would cost you to get entered for that. But I'd prefer it just to go to someone who's just been a member for a while, who's paid and is a supporting. Not everyone supports. You just hear. All you have to do is come out once in a while, hang out, hit the like button. That's all the support I really want. I mean, of course, helping me be able to do more on the channel would be awesome. I do have my full-time job, and it's hard for me to put in some of the time that I love to put into this because you only got so much time in the day. And I have lots of projects, lots of things, and I'm not making excuses or anything like that. I'm just saying it's like, you know how much time you have in the day to do all your things in life. If I had more time to focus on the channel, that would be awesome. But right now, I will be continuing to work my full-time job for the foreseeable future. Okay, so this is, oh, that light went out. Let me grab that other one. Hopefully it's charged. I don't remember if I did. I did. Excellent. Sort of prepared. Okay, Civivi Damascus. This is the really cool round pattern on the Appalachian Drifter 2. Super fun knife. Ooh, geez. So check out that pattern, huh? All right, boom. Then we have the Civivi Exarch. Completely different kind of a pattern, yet also pretty fun. I did the shipwreck on this one. Boom. We have the Civivi Shredder. I love this one. They didn't put anything, like this has a little bit more of the black etch on it. It's like this one doesn't really have any etch. It's kind of more the natural colors of the steel. So it doesn't really have as much contrast. But another completely different design and pattern on there. Very, very cool. We have the Miniasticus. Boom. This one's definitely like a darker blade. Fun pattern. And then Bull Tusk, the lightest of all. And it's a huge blade, so you can really see that pattern on there. Quite fun stuff. So they're all kind of wild, wacky, wavy patterns. Minus the Appalachian Drifter. It has a little bit more like these controlled circles. They're all fun. But like of all the Damascus, I don't have a lot of Damascus. I think it's kind of fun. It's cool. Sometimes I just prefer a nice 154 CM or something like that. But I did notice that Civivi tends to have some cool designs with the Damascus. And I ended up picking some up. Looking around though, I don't really have much else. Trying to think of some other companies that have Damascus. I mean, other than like your Pakistani. I have a couple cheapos. You know. What's up, Kung Fatty? Ryan's got one Damascus folder showpiece. Feel bad about how hard use of such a... right, like sometimes it's like this Bull Tusk. I feel like this Bull Tusk is straight up just a perfect size for me, like a user. Feels good. That index getting in there, doing work. But for some reason, I put it in this, like, it just looks so nice that it became more of a showpiece, and I just don't carry it as much or use it. When I certainly could, you know. If it's not from Concept, it's not a Rida. I don't have any Concept Damascus, do I? I don't think so. I'm losing my brain. No. I mean the odd 21 that I picked up that Ken Fixed has. It's DiGiorno. It's DiGiorno. I like DiGiorno. Dude, don't sleep on the shredder though. Civivi shredder. Flipper tab. Boom. Flicking hole. Boom. Reverse flicking hole. Boom. This is like the G10 carbon fiber sandwich inlay on the top. Really nice texture. Super long blade. That Damascus looks cool. Look at how large this thing is. Choke up spot. This is a big blade. What are we looking at? Over 8.5. Just a little bit over 8.5. So I mean it's a big one. I dig it. Boom. Kung Fatty loves KDK. Kung Fatty loves Can Fix. Or is it Heart Heal? What is that? What do they actually call that? Oh, it's not letting me say. Or that's not. Sometimes when you click over it, it'll say what do they call that heart with the plus in it? Shredder! Why haven't you completed my new body yet? Dude, that choke up spot? Chicken bacon ranch with the bacon and cheese stuffed crust. That does sound delightful. I'm into it. Anybody got a Civivi shredder? I dig it. I dig it. Definitely one of my favorite Civivs. Which one costs $122? Sebald? The Bull Tusk in this model version is $122. I believe right when it came out, I got it for like $100 to $110. Maybe there was a discounted initial sale price or something. That sounds about right. You're not a Ninja Turtle. Shredder! God, it's such a great knife. Just beast. Long. It's like the rain stopped. It was raining for a while. I love these new mounts. I tell you what, for those of you who might not have seen. Ooh, can we do a crazy inception here? What happens if I do this? I'm gonna put that one there. Oh wait, table. Fly. Like looking at each other. Can you see it in there? Inside of there, inside of there, inside of there. Might need to hunt for that bull tusk. So I got these new camera mounts. Well, I got this new camera, so we've got this wild moving camera. But check out these new camera mounts right here. So as you can see, they pop off the wall. So I've got them mounted to the wall right there. And if you recall, I used to have this contraption that came off the ceiling bar up there. So right off of those poles, it hung all the way down to here and then came over and then was a pole in the middle of the room, or in the middle of that section, where then they were attached to that. So it was kind of a little bit of a cheap, budgeted, you know, PVC pipe contraption, but now it's gone. So now the whole area is kind of clear and open. And we got these two simple mounts stuck off the wall like that. Oh, baby. We can have all these different angles. I got the top knives display up here on the wall. I'm going to start hanging all my favorites, and so it may change from time to time. So all the knives that have been inventoried are now up on that spot. KDK camera game is ninja level. Ja, 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 ja. Another jade knife waiting for some color. Although I got the So yeah, let's decide that right now. We've talked to some people about it before. Uh-oh. Is it not in here because it's on the other shelf? I'll be right back. It is. So I've had this mini Asticus for over a year. I like it. It's the one piece of jade I've never tried to dye. Why not? I don't know. I kind of like the way it was. And it was like, oh, look, I have one piece of jade. If I ever wanted a real nice show knife, I think a bull tusk with Damascus would be a banger. It is, Sebald. It is. I mean, this knife is awesome. I think it's super cool. The Ultim looks great, too. And it feels good. It's got this micro texture. See it? Feels great. Feels great. So yeah, he's like, diet. Well, here's the thing. I enjoyed this as it was. It was like, oh, the Damascus looks cool. I don't have any jade knives, so I might as well just have one jade knife, right? It does look cool like this. I enjoy it. Boom. Okay? But I got this. The mini Asticus with copper. Wow, look at that blade. Hollowest of hollows. Sorry, once I start cutting paper, especially with a hollow grind like this, absolute win. Okay, so I got this. I'm going to shipwreck this, obviously. So, question is, slices like a... So, forget everything you see here. We're just looking at one thing. We're looking at this right now. I'm going to shipwreck this. Alright? When I'm done shipwrecking it and I put it back together, I can shipwreck it and put it back together like this. Or I can shipwreck it and I can take the Damascus blade off of here and put it on here. So what would look better with the shipwreck? The Damascus or the silver? And I'll tell you, if we did swap, if we were to decide to swap and have Damascus and shipwreck on the one, then this one would not be Damascus. We would have to do the dye on this then. It would totally change it. Do the damn designs in baby blue. Don't seal it. I don't have to seal this one. We can let her continue to evolve. I was thinking about not sealing this one either. Because look, this one already kind of has like a micro, or what's that, titanium, crystallized titanium kind of look to it. Agreed. Do not seal. But should we do the swap? So if you want to see, here's that Civivi X-Arc again. So this one is also a darker copper. And then that's what it looks like with the Damascus. Yeah, if I change it, then I have to dye this one for sure, because there's nothing really going on. It's just a silver blade and the jade. It would have to be dyed. With the Damascus, it's okay as it is. But here we are. So, what will look best with the shipwreck? What do we think? I need answers. Justin says no swap. Sebald says I think you should. Ready? Fights. And if I did the swap, I would have to swap the Sabal disagrees with the Justin. I would have to swap the liners and everything too, because the silver liner should go with the silver blade. Because if you put the Damascus blade on here with the shipwreck and then left it silver, you might as well just swap out with the black so that it kind of blends in more. So then this would be all silver with that. That would pop pretty good. Did you see that flicker? I saw it. Anybody else? There's 24 of us in here. At least one of you might have something to say. Do I really look that blue? It'd be awesome if the liners were Damascus. Yeah, like along that edge. That'd be kind of tough to do because they would have to then somehow make it, because layers on a real thin piece might be harder to see. Kind of like this is Damascus, right? But when you look at the edge, you don't really get a lot of pattern to it because it's the way it's sandwiched. Anybody have a not mini Asticus? This is the one I had out with my buddies on the boat. So, God, that'll be coming up on 2 years this year. But I was out on the boat off the back, and you could see the wake from the motor, and I'm sitting there doing like a video filming. It's like I got my phone and the camera and the knife off the side of the boat. A couple people commented, they're like, don't drop it. Got to get that good footage when you're out on the boat though, right? And this is so dark. Gotta have to brush off all that black, however they do that blackening coating to the copper, so it'll get a nice shiny copper, so it'll be more like this. And then we can do that bad boy. Wow, look at that. Why does it want to just focus? It's so weird because when there's nothing up there for it to focus on, it is focused here, then all of a sudden it changes focus to something that's right there when I didn't put anything right there. Shut up, Kenman. Stop complaining about your focus. That's my focus. No focus. Especially when you're in a rubber boat. Dual wield. That should be a video. How many knives do I have I can dual wield? Where I have more than one of. Ooh, I almost cut my thumb. Kind of did one of these and it popped down fast. That's a really quite a variety though on the blades that shine compared to the Damascus. Look at that hollow grind. Love it. It's focusing on the poltergeists. Drop the knife straight into the side of the rubber boat. Like that. I need a Civivi. I gave mine away. Which one did you have? And was it a noble cause? You gave it to someone that enjoys it? I am at 21. Well, 20. I was at 21. I picked up that Tonto one, the Brazen, but I specifically got that as a gift for my buddy. And he likes it. So I don't get that one anymore. It had a really cool Tonto blade on it. Feels really nice. I might pick up another one. Flicker. Flicker, flicker, flicker. Why? Flickered again. See, it makes no sense. I did all the tests, all of them. Focus, everything. Lighting, checking it out. No flickers, didn't notice a flicker at all, but now I notice a flicker every 15, 20 seconds. When you see someone who does a live and it just runs smooth and perfect, man, they're killing it. They're doing it right. Your bro lost his cheapo, so you gave him your Civivi. That's cool, you know. A lot of the knives out to people I know are Civivis. They make some good knives. I like them. It's my second largest collection, having 20. My list, my current inventory list, 41 Kaisers, 20 Civivis is the second largest. CJRB at 18, Concept at 17. Gas station knives 18 doesn't count because that's not one brand. That's just all my gas station knives. But a lot of those are like, some of them are like no brand or whatever, so they're just going to kind of live under one group. But then you look at all the others that are currently on there, and it's 10, 10, 6, 5, 5, 8, 10, you know, and everything else is below that. I've got a stack of knives that I'm about to add, and there's like 20 of them on there, and it's it's all the companies I only have like one of. And so I only have one Microtech, and I only have one Benchmade, and I only have one, or you know what I mean? And so it's like this list is going to be twice as long, not as numerical, but this many more just one-offs. But what's my count? Let's do a quick count. Or it was 209. So this is about 200 where we're at. I know I have easily over 100 more that have not been inventoried and added onto the shelves yet. So that will hopefully in the next week we'll be able to kind of keep going with that. Yeah, dude, a Civivi knife would be an excellent gift. Anyone who doesn't know knives and you get them a Civivi, you're getting them a quality 200. That's what's in here now. We're looking at least 3. Kathleen says 425. I think it's going to be less than that, but it's up there. So I'm going to keep going, keep slowly moving them onto the shelves, keep adding up to my list, and we'll get there. Wow, that was a huge flicker. Did you see that one? That was like, I wasn't even moving and it flickered. I'm watching the playback right now. Is it? Oh, wow, that is a huge flicker. Yep, I just said it's a huge flicker. That's weird because it's happening when I'm not even moving. Now that flicker I saw. Plus another 100. At least it's probably more like 150, 160. Kathleen says it's 200. Paul, did you disappear and come back? Did anyone go over to... I was going to look that up and then I never did. Did anybody watch Bees? You don't have to lie. Like, yeah, as soon as I saw he was doing something with Kaiser, he's still alive. Does Bees usually go live on Thursdays, though? He doesn't. He doesn't even have a normal... So it's like he's just doing a one-off Kaiser thing on a Thursday night? Oh, he just ended. How long was he live for? Two hours. Come on, bees. I did a 3-hour stream when I was with Kaiser. Just kidding. Paul was playing a video game. What were we playing? What's up, Vanderflip? I got that Stormtrooper Valona full size for a birthday present from Neves. Neves sent you that as a birthday present? What? Happy birthday. That's pretty rad. Thirsty? Who's bees? That's not a norm for him, but I wonder why he picked Thursday night to do it. Yeah, he does Friday nights. Oh, because Kaiser had a drop today. Kaiser had a drop today. They have this new knife that looks cool, but it's only in Nitro V. And nothing wrong with Nitro V. It's just I wanted a 154 CM. 3D Sniper Assassin. Yeah, today is that Kaiser drop. I'm not really on it right now. They stopped answering, they stopped replying to me. And I still look at stuff, but you know, like it's always tough to keep up. There's always more things happening. Yeah, dude. So what did you tell him was your birthday? And he just was like, man, that Greg is pretty rad. I'm gonna send him a sweet Valona. Oh, it's not until the 19th? My birthday's this month too. Anybody else a May birthday? Happy birthday to anyone whose birthday is a birthday, right? Whatever day you celebrate it on. Mine's at the end of the month though. So we got 30 days till mine. Greg's is on the 19th, which is cool. And Neves sent him a knife. That's super cool of Neves. Neves is a great guy. I met him when we were in Texas. Great energy, that guy. Good stuff. Knows a lot about sharpening too. All right. Well, I'll have to go back and skim through Bees Live and see the Kaisers. Your anniversary's on the 11th. Happy anniversary, Fook. That's lovely. That is lovely. Well, it's 9:02. He reached out for me being around lives and posts and comment sections for the last few years. Said he wanted to send you something for the support. Very cool, very cool. SC Knife Monkey has entered the chat. What's going on, dude? What you been up to tonight? I'm kind of winding her down here. Getting ready to quit her days. Got to get some din-dins for the old stomach. Trying to get funds for it to buy. He said he had one. That's cool. Very cool. I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner though, so I'm kind of at an impasse. What did I miss? Okay. For those of you, if you want to do me a favor, man, this flickering is pissing me off. If you want to do me a favor, if you want to help support the channel, this costs you nothing. But if I could convince a few of you to do this, it would be greatly appreciated. I think it would help out the channel a lot. What I implore thee to do for me, if you could, is if you didn't know, I post a short every single day, and it's my daily pocket check. So every single day I have a new short, and it's my daily pocket check. So let's go to my screen grab quick so you can see here when I go to my shorts. Daily pocket check 654, 653, 652. So I haven't been posting as many shorts lately other than my daily pocket check. I'm always doing the daily pocket check, and then I add a few others if I see a turkey or something fun like that, or I'm in the drive-thru or whatever. 654 days in a row I've been doing a daily pocket check for everybody. What do we think about that? Commendable, huh? So, what I ask of thee, of you, and you, what I would be super cool is every day find my daily pocket check, open it up, watch it, and then comment what you're carrying that day. At the end of each one I say, oh, I'm carrying this, what are you carrying today? So if you can go in and see those and then comment on them, it'd be simple. It's not much of a request. I don't request much of everyone often, but I think that if I get my members, my subscribers, any viewers, that just once a day watch my daily pocket check and then click like it and then leave that comment saying, oh, well, today I'm carrying my Civivi Bull Tusk. What do you say? I feel like I don't ask too much from anyone, but if you guys can do that, I think I would get more views, I would get a little bit more interaction because people are then replying what it is they're carrying, and that might kind of help snowball effect, help the channel out. And I think it's something that it doesn't take too much if you could do. I appreciate it. If not, no worries. I'm not going to be double checking on everyone, but if you do, check out my daily pocket check. Go in there, tell me what it is you're carrying that day. It would help out the channel. It costs you nothing. I'd appreciate it. Lanyard Man's going to send me some more knives for content. That would be cool, and I don't have to buy as much stuff this month. I still have stuff that's going back to you. And then I think you ordered a couple things that you said you were going to send through anyway. SC Knife Monkey, yeah, send me knives. Oh, you talking to him? He's not. Lanyard Man's not even talking to me. It's like, yeah, dude, I already know I already sent you something. You haven't sent it back yet. Gotta go. Hit the like buttons. Few more lives. Quick like before bed. Try to get more likes, comments in the shorts for you, KDK. Thank you so much, Greg. I appreciate it. Greg's already a top commenter. Greg is, he's there. You know, that's probably one of the reasons Neves hooked him up, because he sees him. Greg's in there all the time. Great stuff. Where are my comments, Dan? I need to get on and comment for you more, too. Every time I see one of yours, I at least hit like. More of the ones I see on Justin, I feel like I see more of Justin's on Instagram. Now that I'm thinking about it. I will make a personal conscious effort to do the same for all the other channels that I know. I try to get on there, make some comments, like some videos, watch what I can, when I can. Sometimes it's not, I can't, like before I had the channel, I feel like I watched every MC video out there, and I was like always just looking for more content. And now I'm so busy making it and doing it and whatever, I don't get to watch as much. I get on some lives when I have the free time, someone's live, and then I'm on the live, but I don't get to check out as much content, I feel like, as I used to. I can send you empty Civivi pouches if you need. I mean, if you want to send them, I'd use them for giveaways and stuff. If anyone does want to send me some stuff for giveaways or whatever, we talked about that before as well. If you've got something, not that I'm trying to solicit people for stuff like that too, but anyone that's trying to help out the channel, anything is appreciated. Whether it's just liking the video or sending me some knives to review or sending me some pouches to use for giveaways or whatever. I appreciate all of it. That's what's so cool, this community. I'll never stop talking about it. It was so welcoming and inviting and just cool. Just a great group of people. I love being here and being able to chat with you and hang out. You know, I usually go till 9 o'clock. Here it is 9:10, and we're just still here going, having a good time. Give me that hard time. I'm the master of the multiple smiley face emoji on the comments section. That's right, Greg. So yeah, SC Knife Monkey, give Lanyard Man your information. He's got some cool lefty stuff. If you like lefty stuff. No doubt. That is crazy though. 654. Kenman After Dark. Oh yeah. So we should do that and how we should boom boom. Alright. Flicker. It must be something about the wire because this is the exact same camera. When I had it hanging from the ceiling, it would actually move more. Now it's stable, not moving anywhere. But somehow the wire is overlapping another wire or something, causing me to flicker more. It is what it is. All right, they've got the connection. SE just sent the email from Lanyard Man. Okay, Justin. So, SC, I expect to see some cool videos when you get them. Titanium Justin says movie night. Oh, movie night for us? We got to plan this. I'll be at 10K in a week. You think I'll be at 10K in a week if I do a movie night? Or you think I'll be at 10K in a week? I won't be 10K in a week. It's been good, but right now what am I averaging? We can find out. If I can find my dashboard. There it is. 510 in the last 28 days. So that's kind of my growth. 358% more views than usual. But yeah, 510 subscribers. What's wild though is if you can get a video to go just a pop. You can see my money. I don't make much. This is flickering now too. Look at that flicker. Look at that flicker. Why is it doing that? I'm so confused. Because now it's flickering like crazy. So check this out. Just this one short, this short right here, that's the whole short. That 12-second short, 607,000 views, and I've got 540 subscribers from one short. One. Dude, look at this flicker, is crazy. That's such a weird flicker because this isn't flickering. But that's flickering. Only things on the screen right here are flickering. This isn't. What? Isn't that cool though? 1 12-second short. Boom. Wow. That flickering was wild. What's up, Pens and Pen Blades? All it takes is one video to skyrocket. 500 subscribers. I mean, I have 9,400. That's literally a 20th or whatever. That's a huge chunk of subscribers. You know, a lot of people would be happy to get 500 subscribers, let alone 500 from one 12-second short. Stacy, hey there, KDK, just driving home. Love y'all. Stacy, I've been having issues with cameras and flickering and stuff, and I put up your lights and they were too bright, so I have to readjust my lighting to figure them out. They are going to go up though. Then I don't have to use these stupid battery powered ones that have already died behind my fish up there. But now we're not flickering at all. And this page is okay. What? I'm letting that short run over here. And it's not flickering at all.
Stacy Bolstead Blades became a member. Stacy Bolstead Blades celebrates 10 months of membership. WHO fuzz. Work in progress. Smiley face emoji.
Hoo-hoo, MFers. 10 months from Stacy. Wow. Much appreciated, Stacy. We all know I owe Stacy the world. And she'll get it. In one short, Pens and Pen Blades, right? And it's not flickering at all. Why? Okay, I'm just going right back to it. I've just been letting it play. No flickers. Click back here. Flicker. Flicker. Alright, I'm going to go back to this. Hold on. It's flickering. So it's this page. Why? My CPU is running 11%, crushing. I have so many tabs open right now, it's ridiculous. Same monitor, Pens and Pen Blades. Same monitors, same cameras. All I did was rewire my cameras. So instead of hanging from the ceiling, they're hanging off the wall. So the wires barely move in a different position. But they are now, instead of going over and down to the computer, they go back, down, and over. So I'm wondering what is something. I've definitely been getting some flickers though. Which is weird because all I did was rewire. I didn't change any wires. I didn't unplug. Well, I unplugged the cameras and plugged them back in because I had them wired through. But, yeah. Is that what that is? That's the update page. It's updating that page. And so that's why that page is flickering. But it doesn't flicker when I'm not live. I've never seen that page flicker like that before. Let's see if this page does. It does. Dashboard. Dashboard page is not flickering. Lanyard Man, when I was doing all the tests and I wasn't live, I didn't have any flickers at all. But notice that this isn't flickering. Notice absolutely nothing is happening right now. Did you turn it on and off? Okay, no flickers have happened in easily 30 seconds. So let's go back to the analytics page. This page. Flicker. 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 Dashboard. Congratulations happening. Good views. More than normal. No flickering whatsoever. So that is the analytics page is what's flickering. Yep. Because it's updating in real time. Must be why that does that. Wow, what's going on? It's not even... Well, that's messed up. I have no content. There it is. Okay, so here's the content. No flickers on this page. So probably something on YouTube's end. It only happens on certain pages. As soon as I go back to the analytics page, revenue. And now look, now this page isn't flickering at all. Now we get absolutely no flickers. Look. What in the heck is happening? 0 flickers now. That's going to really bug me. Because then I'm going to go to try to fix it and I'm not going to be able to find the flickers at all. I'll go in here and I'll do all these tests later tonight and there will be absolutely 0 flickers. And you guys will be like, this guy's crazy. And then we go back and watch the live and be like, flicker, flicker, flicker. I'm always too worried about everything, Kathleen. It's like I do my best to try to make it good and have it, you know, I want to give my best and not have someone be like, oh, I can't watch this, it keeps flickering, or oh, I can't handle his video because the sound is bad. And yeah, maybe it is, I'm a slight perfectionist or whatever. Off to watch a show with the wife. Hope everyone has a great night. What are you watching tonight, Fook? Tell us what you're watching. Fred's back. Paul might. Paul might. Do I have to hang out till 9:20 to get Paul in there? Weren't you in here earlier? Fred just watched a show with the wife. What show did you watch, Fred? What's everybody watching? I want to know. I don't really have any new shows right now. I started watching Andor. I watched the first 4 episodes. I wait for Fook's answer. You were on a live yourself? What live were you on, Paul? With, was Maddie, did Maddie go live during my live today too? Or were you on Bees? Or I know Tri-State was talking about doing some more lives. He was like, oh, I should do some lives, some vertical lives on Thursday or something. I was like, oh, why is everyone watching all the STDS9? Star Trek? Reacher Season 3. Gear Goons. That sounds familiar. Gear Goons. I'll look them up, check them out. Yeah, it's been a nice Thursday, nice chill. I feel like lately it's just been so busy. I mean, sure, my league just started up, so that's creating more stuff for me to do, which is fine. I prefer having a busy life occupied by things that I love, but oh crap. But I feel like sometimes I haven't had a chance like to watch like some content and stuff like that. Lately has been kind of minimal. And like days just go by and it's like a whole nother week. I've already had 2 weeks of league, and what happened this last week? Can't watch Gear Goons, their language is a step too far. Yeah. Last of Us and Andor are really the only things I'm watching right now. Andor's been all right. I'm hopeful for better. Last 6 episodes or whatever, it's been all right. I thought the first season was absolutely awesome. Yeah, I try to run mine. I keep her semi PG-13 here. Drop a couple bombs every once in a while. Fred's been bored lately. Little work. Fred, when I don't have stuff going on, I like to be busy too. And especially like when I'm at work. Sometimes we have days where it's kind of slow and there's not much to do and you can mess around, and then maybe I could design some stuff for knives or something while I'm just chilling at work because there's nothing. I'd rather have a day where it's like the shelves are completely full. Here's all the projects that need to be worked on. This is all the stuff that needs to be done. And you don't even finish it that day. You've always got more to do. I have another friend that sits at a desk 8 hours a day and might only have to work 1 or 2 hours a day. And he loves it. He loves just being able to just chill and not really have to do too much. But to me, that's be like, the clock would be just tick, 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 and it would go so slow, it just would drive me nuts. I'd rather have tons of things to do, be busy, and then, time to go home, clock out. Thinking about skipping Blade Show, just ordering a couple customs. Yeah, that's a thing. I thought about it too, because it's like, I literally was sitting there thinking like, okay, I can afford to do this, but I'm going to spend boom, 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 did my taxes, filed, claimed, wrote off as much as I could for the channel, and ended up doing pretty good. So I was like, all right, you know what? This trip is a write-off, but I'm going to spend $1,000 before I purchase a knife. And so it's like, God, I could just spend $1,000 on knives and not go at all. But yeah, I gotta go. I gotta be there. The content, meeting the people, having the fun, being in the moment. It's so great. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. Paul's calling out Kathleen. You watch Edgy and Javon. They're not clean. It's fun. Work owes me so much time, they just won't pay you out. They actually want you to take months off. I could see, but then you take a month off. What do you do? You'd have to go on a trip. You'd have to go somewhere. Like if I'm just home and I have nothing to do, I mean, I'd work on the channel, but that would be another job. To me, you know, it's like, but to me, this isn't another job. I'm not working right now. I'm just having fun working on my channel, but it's more of a joy. So if I had a couple months off, I would just full-fledged go ham on the channel and just do as much as I could. Big Hams! I haven't seen him in here in a little while. I usually see him on Tri-State once in a while, though. Yeah, sometimes it's just the I can see how there are days where it's funny. It's just timing. So, well, some days you want something, some days you want something else. There was one day where, I mean, I was at work and I was lurking, and it was like a Tri-State Live, and it was just, maybe he had just started using like the sound effects or whatever, where you can type in a hashtag and then it'll say stuff. And it was like the first like week or two that was new. It was just constant. Everyone's making it talk and make sounds, and it was like, oh, this is too much. But I was also at work and I wasn't able to kind of watch and pay attention. It was more like you're just kind of listening, and that lurk listening sometimes, listening to a conversation about a topic or whatever is one thing, but then listening to a bunch of people in the chat when you're not reading the chat and they're just blasting silly emojis and stuff like that, it was like, okay, I can't listen to this right now, when, you know, because you just want someone to be telling you a story or telling you about something, rather than, if I was in the chat, it's different. Because I've had times where you're in the chat and you're in on the jokes and then everything's funny because you're reading along and stuff like that. So I'm not giving any hate or anything like that. But sometimes some shows have a different effect. Sometimes there's some things like on YouTube, I'll pull them up to help fall asleep because you're like, oh, it's just soothing. And you can just listen to that and just fall asleep to it. Right, Fred's right. Buying the customs is great, but the show is more about the experience. Being there, hanging out, like when we were there, and it's like standing there, and Steven's right there, Fred's right there, here's Kevin Smith and Knives, and we're just kind of hanging out. Yeah, Penman hates Cole, you all heard it. No. Dude, tell me that right when he started doing that, it was a lot. It was a lot. Everyone's kind of like grooved into it more, so it's not so crazy. But right when he had all those hashtags up, dude, it was the Morning Zoo Crew with Weenie in the Butt, yeah, you know, like it was fun. But you know what I mean. If you're just listening, it's some you want to be in on the. I wanted to just stop and read the chat because I feel like I was missing stuff. Quote that. Oh boy, I don't know. Well, that's it. You heard it. Straight out the Joe Max just getting here. Pulling in late. 9:30. 3.5 hours in. Just getting ready to think about some dinner. I'm hungry. I'm starving. But we've had no glitches. It hasn't been flickering, has it? What is causing the flicker? It's like when I have multiple things up. I don't know. I'm doing good though, Joe. It's been busy, having a good week, getting a lot of stuff done, tons of projects, getting the shelves put together, built another ledge. It's going pretty well. Oh my. I got my secondary camera there that we've got some additional, the fly on the wall. Oh wow, look at that. I'm seeing lines too. That's not normal either. Why am I getting those lines? Oh, do I have a light up there that's not at 60? Yeah, you see the light on the wall? Some lights run at different flicker rates, and so you see it on the camera. I don't see it there. Or here. Fred says the shells look great. Thanks, bud. Slamming a Red Bull at 9:30. Legend. Dude, I could drink another one and fall asleep on the couch while I'm drinking it. I drink too much caffeine. I really need to cut back, then it would actually work a little bit more, but when you just get into the never-ending... Interlacing is the term. Interlacing. Yeah, if I cut back, it would probably work better, but you know, it's kind of that inevitable, but I'm tired, and I just want some caffeine, so you just make another coffee. Make another coffee, drink another Red Bull. Exactly, Paul. It's like, this stuff doesn't work for me anymore. Yeah, if you videoed a TV screen, or if you change your rate. If I change my recording rate to 50 hertz, it won't match up with the plug-in outlets flickering at 60. It's interesting stuff. But yeah, I just want to have it, I want it to be good for everybody. I want it to not flicker. I want it to have good sound. Just be the best that I can provide while I'm making content. You know, it's like you make a video, you want it to be as good as you can. And so when you see things that you could improve on, I get obsessed with it. Here we are. Need 4 bangs at work after the strong coffee. Dude, I get to work. No, dude, that's just like a warm-up session for an all-nighter. Looks and sound good. Thanks, Kathleen. Appreciate it. Yeah, like, I get up, I crack a Red Bull, I go to work, I make a coffee, I finish the coffee in the Red Bull, I make another coffee, I make another coffee, I go to lunch. After lunch, I probably make another coffee. I might have another Red Bull. If I don't have another Red Bull, then chances are I definitely have another coffee. I get home, get ready for the live, cracked another Red Bull. I drink coffee twice a day more as a habit rather than because of the caffeine. Yeah, it's kind of a thing. Like I like having a beverage at work. And it's kind of that thing. You get to work, you make that coffee. It kind of becomes the routine habit. Wife's calling. Good night all, says Fred. Yep, I'm going to end it all as well, Fred. I'll get a hold of you soon. I apologize. I know Fred wants to get a hold of me. Send me a couple more things. He's so gracious and thoughtful to do such a thing. And I've just been busy and haven't had a chance. And I've got some other stuff to catch up on, but I'm also trying to go, not buying a lot of stuff in May so that I can make sure that I can spend more when I'm in Atlanta. Try to maybe call you this weekend, Fred. But yeah, thank you all so much. I appreciate you. A lot more on the way. We're getting close to 10,000 subs. We'll be doing that big giveaway for 10,000 subs. And remember, if you are a member, if you are a paid member, then you are entered to win that TRM Holy Nerd Premium, Magna Cut, and Titanium. That'll be happening in the next week or two. So if you are interested in that, all you got to do is get the minimum, the lowest tier, the gas station member for $2 for the month. And then you can let it expire at the end of that next month, and you'd be entered long enough to have the chance to win that. What you need is a bag of genuine Puerto Rican coffee. That sounds good to me. I try lots of different coffees. I like strong coffee, but it's still, when you drink so much caffeine, it just doesn't do the job. Recently got one of those monster 300 milligram Java coffee things, and I don't know. It was actually almost too sweet. Night brown sugar. Yeah, Joe, you want to send me some Puerto Rican coffee, though? Message me on Instagram and I'll send you my address. I'll try it. I like coffee. I buy a couple different types of beans, and then I grind up a day or two's worth in a jar, and then go through it in a day or two, and then grind up some more. But I usually get a few different beans and do like a little mix. Get a nice little variety. Yeah, it's good. Thank you all so much. If you want to get on that member list, you act pretty soon. Right now you have like a 1 in 61 chance of winning a high ultra premium knife. And it's just my way of kind of giving back to those that have decided to help support the channel. I will be doing the normal 10 giveaway, which will be free for anyone to enter. Probably it'll be about a month. Looks like more likely do it right after Blade Show Atlanta, which I'm excited to get to. If you are going to be going to Atlanta, make sure you get a hold of me. Let me know so we can link up and hang out when we're there. It'll be a good time. And I hope you all have a great weekend. I'll be doing some more lives. You know, usually Friday after work, Saturday before TKE, Sunday before Tri-State, Monday before KC. You know the drill. All right. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate everyone. I always have a blast hanging out. Hung out for 41 more minutes than I usually... we've been hanging out later than 9 o'clock lately, which is fine. 9 hours, or 3 hours and 41 minutes I haven't had to pee. Sitting here hanging out. You'll like it. It's Arabica. Dude, message me, Joe. KDK in 4K on Instagram. KDKIN a 4K. Everyone have a good night. Stay safe. Stay sharp. Stay classy. We'll see y'all soon.